5.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Ladies and gentlemen.
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
What is it with you and this obsession with this varsity crap?
People come to us because we don't sell them on internet.
They can't refuse because of the implication.
You wonder ever you're a bad man?
World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door. Some things are a matter of duty.
The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough to dispute it.
I was about to take advice from a clown who dives headfirst into the shallow end of the booth.
It's Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure.
If it is to be said, so it be. So it is. So it is. So it is. So it is.
It's a Tennessee thing!
Well, I'm holding on.
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves, coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Cody McClure, Sam Beard, Bad News Bubba. Happy Tuesday morning to you. February 24th. Let's talk some sports and some other things. What's up, Cody?
Oh, shivering. But other than that, it's good to be here. Good to be anywhere. Good morning to the freaks and everyone else. I'm all right. I suppose. Nothing to report. Although I did one thing to report is that I am now a rich man.
Nice.
I've come into some generational wealth after hitting what I call the home dog two-step last night between the UNC Tar Heels and the Kansas Jayhawks, who simply do not lose on Big Monday. I mean, was there an easier bet when you've got a coach who's literally 40-0 on Big Monday? I said, well, I played this a couple weeks ago and it worked out good. Might as well do it again. And now I can buy shoes for the baby. And, you know, I don't know who the baby is or who the mom is, but it never really works that way. Have you noticed that? A lot of times the mom doesn't know who the dad is, but the dad always knows who the mom is.
Typically.
It's a lot easier to tell.
Yeah.
You know, you never saw that on Jerry Springer, did you? It's like, well, this girl here, she don't know who the baby's daddy is, but the daddy always knows who the mom is because you can usually tell by the bump. But anyway, so yeah, we're good. Everything's good. How are you?
I'm good. I did not do the two-step.
No.
I wish you would have texted me and told me about the Monday night two-step. Sounds like a fun time.
I'm just now realizing that people like to communicate their bets. That a friend of mine got on to me for that the other day. The same thing, because I was saying on air how I've been betting on all this college basketball during the week. And he was upset with me because I wasn't letting him know my bets. And I was like, is that standard practice? Am I supposed to? Because I see people's bets and I just don't typically go with them unless we got something going on like on the show, like I would do our parlays.
Yeah, no, I didn't actually care about your bets about one.
Yeah, I didn't figure you would, you know.
But it's good. I'm glad you won.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out.
I was rooting for Louisville last night just for Tennessee purposes.
Yeah.
Kansas-Houston. I was rooting for Houston for Kansas or for Tennessee purposes. So 0 for 2 on what the good guys needed.
You did the road favorites two-step.
I just went with the rooting for Tennessee.
Two-step.
Wouldn't really call it two-step because I wasn't necessarily parlaying it or anything. I was just rooting for it. But, yeah, 0 for 2 either way. Like, I thought maybe, hey, let's make Louisville look even better since Tennessee beat them. Nope, they lost. And, hey, let's make Houston look better since we beat them. But also, like, maybe Kansas slides here a little bit, and maybe we can start thinking about taking their seed. Nope. Kansas looked good last night.
That Big 12's tough, man.
That guard they have is super fast, too.
Which one? Peterson?
No, not Peterson, although it was nice to see him actually play.
Yeah, I was afraid he was going to check out there in the clutch minutes.
It was funny watching him play and then struggle. I was waiting for the crowd to start booing him because he missed, he was rough from the floor early on. Now he did end up salvaging it at least a little bit. But no, they have a guard. Is it Trey White maybe? I don't know. Is it just up the court really, really fast?
Speed.
He's a beast.
I hate the Houston Cougars. I just hate them. I hate them so much. I don't know if they're any good this year. I'm still mad at them from last year. Just all around last year. They beat my team. Then I bet against them against Duke. They had that miraculous comeback against Duke. Then I bet on them against Florida. They lose that game.
You went 0 for 3 against them.
I bet on them against Iowa State. They lose. I took a live halftime bet for them to win against Arizona. They lost. Bet on them last night. They lose. I just hate.
So you're
this
0
team.
for 6 with Houston?
I hate this team.
Have you won any bets with them
at
all?
I had the Vols in November.
Okay. So 1 and 6.
Yeah, I just sprinkled the Vols since we were doing a watch party.
You should stay away from their games.
I know. I realized that every time I watch them, but then I just get sucked into Big Monday. I was like, there's no way they're going to lose 3 in a row.
No,
I just don't know if they're any good.
I mean, they're good.
I don't know if they're great. I don't know if they're among the elites. Like I thought they were among the elites, and I don't know. When I watch them play, they don't seem to have it. Like Kingston Flemings is fast, and he looks like Derrick Rose out there. But, like, when I watch him go 6 of 18, I'm like, None of that looked easy either. And then, last night, Emmanuel Sharp, just a guy that I was relying on, 1 of 10 from the field. We'll talk more about Houston, Kansas, and college basketball moving forward. Just know I hate you, Kelvin Sampson. Just know I hate you. Sam, how are you this morning?
I'm doing all right. Forgot my water bottle at home, so I was already kind of pissed off about that. Woke up a little late. My bananas are small. Went to the store yesterday, and they had a full rack of bananas, and they were all just little mini guys.
You have to eat 2 instead of 1. I guess.
I thought about bringing 2 this morning, but
still just sticking to 1. Huh?
Yeah.
That's the discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Are they dull?
Chiquita.
I
Thought you said dull for a second, and I was like, I don't know if my banana's sharp necessarily.
You wouldn't want to eat a sharp banana.
No.
I had to buy some the other day because I was at Aldi, and they have a brand called Fife, and I don't know what the hell those are. They were like super green, then they turn brown, as bananas do, but they're very weird.
They do have a good sticker on my banana today, though. They've got a nice toucan.
Bubba, you good in there?
Love that.
Not really.
No?
I think with my poor immune system that I have, then we might be facing round 2 of a sickness coming up here.
Oh, no.
Woke up, chest was not feeling great, felt pretty congested.
Do you have a poor immune system?
I would say I do personally. And other people might disagree, but also I don't go to the doctor, so I won't know.
Is it from the ladies you used to lay with?
No,
Okay.
I don't think that's it.
I was hoping you were having a good day because you were here early, and I was like, Bubba's locked in. Bubba's feeling good. But no, it's the opposite. You just couldn't sleep last night, so you decided to get up and come early, or what was the thought process of that?
Yeah, I got up and then it's like I needed to get gas, but then I was driving by and I was like, this isn't a great time to get gas.
Oh.
So we're really pushing through it, but hey,
Okay.
we'll be able to make it to a gas station.
So here in the next, whenever we get out of the show, we're gonna find out you run out of gas.
Yeah, I might call you and help me push my car up to a local establishment.
I'll do it. I'll at least follow you if you want me to follow you.
Nah, I'll be fine.
That way, in case you do run out of gas, you'll have somebody there that sees it and can help you, or at least call for help.
I'd rather make it everybody else's problem in the world if my car just stops in the middle of the road.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Just inconvenience everybody else. I always wonder how those people end up in those situations, but it's with that attitude right there.
Yeah.
We'll worry about it when it happens.
F them.
Yeah.
I think 5 could be first in, first eaten. Kind of like whenever you factor, like first in, first out.
Yeah. Okay. First in, first eaten. Okay. I'm catching what you're laying down here. I've also got a couple of mangoes left. I got a mango that's about to go bad. I need to go ahead and eat him today.
Make a salsa with them?
No, I just eat the mangoes. I love mangoes. He's starting to get a little shrivelly, though, so it'd be good and ripe. I can see the wrinkles developing on the outside skin. Mangoes are great. Like a fresh mango.
I feel like I never buy them here.
I mean, they're probably not as good as you'd get them at Robert's fruit stand in Homestead, Florida, but they're still pretty good, pretty solid when it comes to fruits,
Or in Port Vallarta.
40-0 really is crazy for Bill Self. Like that is absurd.
Is it 41 now, or is it
41-0 now? Yeah. It really is absurd. They just got smacked by Cincinnati, which great to him for getting the boys ready to play last night.
Well, that was part of what I thought they'd be after a loss like that. No way they're losing 2 straight in the fog, right?
Yeah, like you said, maybe I just got to quit watching Houston games.
What's the best team that Bill Self could coach us to beat on a Monday night?
Anybody?
The Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, they should play them next. Although they won last night.
They did win last night. Maybe now today isn't the right time to pick on them. They did get a win. The Grizzlies.
DeMar DeRozan.
R.I.P. Jack Pianta. Yeah. We'll look at Tennessee, Missouri. We'll look at college basketball coming up next. Tennessee didn't get any help last night. Just got to do it themselves tonight in Como. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching for Fan Run Sports.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Hey, Vols fans. Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Tennessee heading into Columbia, Missouri tonight, currently as 3.5-point favorites. Cody, is that too high, too low, just right for the boys in orange?
I think it's just right. I think we should be favored in this game. I mean, it's going to be tough. I'm nervous about it because Mizzou's trying to get in the tournament. You know, they'll have something to play for. They're not just going to lay down and die, but I think we're clearly a better basketball team than they are, but it's not a big margin. I mean, they're 18-9. We got 2 games up on them. They've beaten a couple of good teams. They're at home. It'll be a fight.
It looks like they only have 2 home losses on the season. Most recently to Texas on Valentine's Day, 85-68. And before that was against Georgia, 74-72.
Okay. Have they got any big wins at home?
Vanderbilt, 81-80.
And that was one they had to hold on for dear life. They were up 18 with a...
Also Auburn, 84-70 all the way back in January.
They were up 18 against Vanderbilt with like 5 minutes left and had to hold on for dear life.
They probably thought that.
Also
Auburn
beat Florida way back when, 76-74.
So, yeah, they've got some good wins at home.
They beat who?
Florida.
They beat Florida?
Granted, it was January 3rd.
I don't remember that one. That's a nice win.
That is a good one.
Well, if Georgia and Texas can go in there and beat them.
Missouri opening up the SEC play with a win at home against Florida and then going on the road and beating Kentucky had to feel pretty damn good.
I'll say.
They've gone 6-6 over the next 12 games. Lost to Ole Miss on the road. Beat Auburn. Lost at LSU by 8. Lost at home by 2 to Georgia. Beat Oklahoma by 1 in overtime. Got smacked at Alabama. Reeled 3 in a row off against Mississippi State, at South Carolina, and at Texas A&M by 1 point. Lost to Texas by 17. Beat Vanderbilt by 1. Lost at Arkansas by 8 points. But their game against Arkansas, I mean, they were winning a good portion of that first half.
So as the nerds like to say, since the Florida and Kentucky wins, they have regressed to the mean.
They're 6-6. They're a 500 team. I don't know if that's the mean or whatever, but they are playing like a bubble team. They are a bubble team.
Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one. Win one, lose one. That's how you get to 6-6.
Well, that's how it averaged out. They lose 2, win 1, lost 1. Win 3.
It's not
lost
exact.
1,
it's not an
win
exact.
1, lost 1.
I know. It's not an exact science. I'm just saying it's kind of how it's. They're hot and cold. If you're 6-6, it's.
Well, I just wanted to clarify because they lost their last game, so your line of thinking would mean they would win tonight. I was just saying they have lost a couple in a row from time to time. So
yeah,
don't
sure
pencil them in for a win tonight just to keep the 500 streak rolling.
Well, I'm not penciling them in. I think we're going to go in and win because we're the balls. We're hot.
Sam, I believe you've called them just a lesser version of us, and we're a lesser version of Florida type of thing is kind of how it sprinkles down.
Yeah, they're a big team, and I think they're going to kind of want to do a lot of the same things that we do. And I don't know, I feel like whenever Tennessee plays a strength on strength matchup, they're normally pretty good at kind of playing their own game and not letting an opponent kind of punk them at their own game. So I feel pretty solid about this game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout because of that, but I just think it's going to be one that ultimately their bigs are prone to get into foul trouble. I think both of these teams are going to want to get to the free throw line a lot. I think this is going to be I would expect a long game.
So it's going to be one where their chunk asses try to hang with our chubs.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a bunch of big boys down in there just sweating, just fat, rolling around and fat, but also physically gifted.
So a long game at 9 p.m. tonight?
I would anticipate a late bedtime.
Give me your prediction on what time the game ends. Let's play a little over under.
11:23.
11:23. Oh God!
You're saying a lot of whistles tonight, huh?
Yeah. It's calling for a physical game. I assume we have no concrete updates on JP Estrella, correct?
Don't believe so.
Yeah. I imagine he is going to kind of continue just to be listed with an injury, and then we'll see if he plays whenever he plays. It's kind of what I anticipate. But, when you look at that and you tell me it's going to be a lot of fouls, I do worry about, the depth there in the front court, because you saw against Vanderbilt, who doesn't play big and physical. Vanderbilt doesn't do that at all. They're a finesse team. Nerds. But they got Felix Okpara in foul trouble with 4 fouls. Missouri, you tell me, is going to go down there and bang with you a little bit.
You wouldn't think depth in the front court would be something we're going to have to worry about this season.
Nope. We used to have 5 guys we wanted to play.
Yeah, we got Estrella out, possibly. And then we lost Cade Phillips back some weeks ago. So, now you got Felix and Big D Wayne and Jalen Carey, of course.
I can hear it in your voice, the disdain you have for Jalen Carey at the moment.
He's I've just seen him miss a lot of shots at the rim. It feels.
It's not even the misses that bother me. It's just the clogging of space. He is just an old school basketball player, and the game's not meant to be played that way. When I look at Jalen Carey, I sit there and think there's no way the NBA was better in the 90s than it is today, because this is awful to watch, and that's all the NBA was in the 90s. Just here's a post up, here's another post up, here's another post up.
Well, he'll probably be posting up tonight.
Yeah. I'm hoping that something clicks for Barnes with the way that you took him off the court and things instantly got better. I'm fine with him still getting his 15 minutes or so. It's just whenever he's on the court, he gets so much space assigned to him on offense, and I think it just hurts things.
How does the rebounding advantage translate to tonight's game? Like if we beat them on the boards somewhat significantly, do you feel confident in a win? Like if it's 40-30?
I feel like you're probably feeling pretty confident about Tennessee this year with a 10, an advantage by 10 on the boards. They're like a middle of the pack SEC rebounding team.
I mean, I know it still comes down to made shots, but in a game like this where you say it's, kind of two physical teams, bully ball and whatnot.
I think it's turnovers tonight. These are the two worst teams in the league in terms of turnovers.
Okay.
And we've been pretty good. I think that's three games in a row for us now where we've had 10 or less.
Yeah, is that the key number in college basketball? Like, what's a target date for turnovers? Because 10 or less, 10 or fewer, feels good in terms of at least not hitting double-digit turnovers. But I was wondering because 9 still felt a little high. Like watching Tennessee in the first half against Vanderbilt, the amount of turnovers we had there felt high.
I want to say like 10 or 11 is like the average.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, if we can keep it single digits, I'll live with that, especially when you consider the advantage Tennessee creates for themselves on the offensive glass. It wasn't a dominant performance against Vanderbilt on the glass. It was a little disappointing when you look at, only getting 14 of your 36 rebound opportunities on your misses. It's still a pretty good percentage for most teams. But that's not like the 40% we've been getting. And like in some of these games, we've been closer to 50, 55%. We still did a huge number, I guess. It's just wasn't up to like our standard. You grab 39% of your offensive rebound opportunities. That's a really big number. We've talked about that stat that only 4 teams have been over 40%, since the turn of the millennium. So that's still a really, really good number for Tennessee. It's just lower than what we've been doing over the last month and a half, 2 months.
If you happen to be near Columbia, Missouri tonight, you can get into the game for $8. Lower levels as low as $12. So
okay, that makes me feel good.
Yeah, maybe they're not too juiced
because they are on the bubble. Now, Sam, did you watch the top 16 reveal? You're my college basketball expert. Were you locked into it?
No, I wasn't really watching that.
Okay.
I knew that we probably weren't going to be top 16.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair. But I was interested. They never really referenced the net ranking at all whenever they were talking about the top 16 teams. It's almost like it didn't exist.
It's really annoying that Alabama just stays ahead of us.
Were they referring to the WAB a lot?
They were referring to they just kept saying metrics. Metrics, profile, schedule, those things. Well, they're not ahead of us anymore, by the way. We've moved up to number 17.
We've moved past Alabama?
That's right.
Oh, I thought they were still a 4. I must not have seen
that. Oh, you're talking about seeding-wise?
Latest update.
Oh, I'm talking about just in the net ranking.
Oh.
Seeding-wise, I'm not.
Oh, well, I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. I know we're ahead of them in the net because we're ahead of them in all the metrics.
Yeah.
But seeding-wise, they are still ahead of us.
Yeah.
Which I find to be annoying.
They got 14 quad 1 and quad 2 wins. We have 11. So we're creeping up on closing that gap.
Well, big opportunity Saturday.
Yeah, no, big opportunity Saturday. And if you sweep them, it'll be hard for them to stay ahead of you, in the seeding. So, you can handle this. You've kept talking about how we control our own destiny.
Against them, for sure, we should.
Yeah, in terms of just being a top 4 seed and hey, if you just take care of business, everything works out. I think when it comes to seeding against Alabama, you could say the same thing. I don't think they would get a 4 over us, if we sweep them, assuming we don't lose every one of our other games.
Can we get to a 3?
I think we can. I was looking at a team rankings does percentage of seeding. And I don't know how accurate it is, but it's something I've looked at over the years. And we still had a 20% chance of getting a 3 seed. They had us as a 10% chance of getting a 2 seed, which I don't buy that. But
that would require winning out and probably winning the SEC tournament. I mean, a 2 seed, yeah, that sounds high.
I mean, possibly if you went out and, they've shown us over the years they don't really care about the SEC championship results, but like at least getting there, you'd be riding
get to Sunday.
Yeah, you'd be riding a 11-game, 12-game win streak at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You would have won 13 of your last you'd have won like 15 of your last 16 or something like that. Like you'd be playing as good of basketball as anybody in the country.
I wonder if we were to win out the regular season and then say you win Friday, lose Saturday in the SEC tournament, is that good enough for like a 3?
Well, as you were sitting there with your Rock Chalk Jayhawk shirt on last night,
mm-hmm.
you probably should have been rooting for Kansas to lose if you're trying to get up to a 3 seed.
I was just trying to make money to provide for my family.
Would it matter that much either way, the outcome of last night's game?
I mean, I don't know.
You beat Houston, but you lost to Kansas. It's like Kansas gets better in the metrics.
To me, it was more so I think you just needed Kansas to have a couple losses because I don't think you can really pass Houston. Now, maybe I'm wrong on that.
Oh,
but
you're talking about passing Kansas?
Yeah.
We're not passing Kansas.
Well, I'm saying if they had lost a couple games.
I mean,
they had just gotten smacked by Cincinnati, Sam. If they got beat last night and kind of gave you an opening.
They would have been flailing a bit. Over a 30-game sample, I mean, I don't know how big the impact would be, but
I don't know if you could say without a doubt you couldn't have passed Kansas. I mean, we got the same record now.
They've got wins over Arizona and Houston. Lock that one up. It's over.
I mean, they
do
have
a better resume than them. And they've done that in this month, in the last 3 weeks.
I hear you. They also got a loss by 18 points to Cincinnati at home.
We got a loss to Syracuse.
Not by 18 points at home.
We got a loss to Kansas, too.
We didn't lose to UCF and West Virginia either.
That's right.
I think their wins are a whole lot better than ours.
I mean, especially now that you throw the Houston one in there for sure. Yeah, but
they also beat us.
My part of the equation, Sam, was they lose to Cincinnati. They lose to Houston. Now they've lost 2 in a row. They go to Arizona. They lose that one. Now all of a sudden they're free falling a little bit, and they're 20-9. That was a part of my equation. I was rooting for them to lose to Houston and Arizona. But yeah, now that they beat Houston, it does feel like you aren't catching them. Texas Tech, maybe you can probably catch them.
Dumb question. Is Missouri considered a quad 1 win?
They are because it's on the road. They would not be a quad 1 win at home. They currently sit at number 61 in the net ranking, and to be a quad 1 on the road, you just have to be in the top 75. So this one pretty comfortably a quad 1 opportunity tonight.
Yeah, I saw they're down there right around LSU. They're like one spot ahead of LSU. Some metric I was looking at.
Yeah, when I look at this Missouri team, like this is the spread is about where I thought. I don't know if I said it on air or if I just said it off the air to Sam, but I was saying I thought we'd be favored by 3.5. It opened at 4.5 last night and got bet down this morning. So I'll take a partial victory there because I wasn't exactly right. It was 4.5 last night in the audience. The gambling people looked at that and said, nope, too high. Let's adjust this a little bit. But yeah, it's the KenPom rating that you're looking at, Cody, because Missouri's at 52 and LSU's at 53 in that. Missouri's coming in as a 52nd most efficient offense and the 98th most efficient defense. Above average on offense, pretty much average on defense is the way I look at it.
It's a team that we should beat, but as we all know, college basketball is different on the road.
Now,
it's hard.
I do feel like when Tennessee has been presented teams like this, I feel like they've fared pretty well. And what I mean is, like, whenever they're going up against a defense that isn't considered good, I don't know. I feel like they scored pretty good against Oklahoma. I guess they didn't really score good against Auburn.
Well, and also the fact of the matter is that we simply don't lose to SEC teams not named Kentucky.
Or Florida.
Well, yeah, but, since...
Or Arkansas.
Right, but since early January. I mean, in the month of February, in the, January 10th or whenever the date is and beyond, we simply don't lose.
I will say that just looking at Tennessee's overall resume, the thing that stands out to me is that when I scroll these games, Tennessee, I take back what I said about us scoring against those defenses. That's not really the case. We scored good against Oklahoma. That's pretty much it. We haven't really flexed our offensive muscle against any of these other teams, except maybe Ole Miss at home. But I will say that, Sam, we were worried earlier in the year about closing games and winning close ones. I will say Tennessee's been on a nice streak of pulling these close games out of the fire. Oklahoma, you can look and say, John, that was a 23-point game. Yeah, it got down to 5 with about 6 minutes left, and Tennessee hit the gas.
Hell, so did Mississippi State.
Mississippi State got down to 5, and you were able to hit the gas in that one as well.
Georgia, you had to win that in overtime.
Yep.
That was a good close win.
Alabama, you had to make plays down the stretch to win that one. LSU had you tied with, 10 minutes or, like 7 minutes left or so before you were able to create some distance. So you've had some moments. Now, of course, against Kentucky, that didn't help. It's sad every time we say something good about the basketball team, we have to say, well, yeah, except against that Kentucky team.
Well, it's because we should obviously be sitting at 22-5 if you just look at the way those games went. But the counterpoint to that is, as many people say, is had you not lost that first Kentucky game, maybe you don't have that focus to win the back-to-back road games at Alabama and Georgia. So maybe that's the case.
The Alabama game was a 2-point game. At the 5-minute mark, you were able to win that one. You were able to make plays down the stretch and win. So I do have more confidence in this team winning close games. You know what you had to do against Vanderbilt. As the basketball account tweeted out yesterday, 4 scores, 4 stops. That was the end to Tennessee's game. They were able to basically be perfect. They had to be perfect once they were down 3 with 2 minutes left, and they were able to do that.
That's how you win a close one. 4 scores and 7 stops. 4 stops. 7.
Now, I disagree with the basketball team. I don't really remember on the basketball account us getting 4 straight stops. I don't know if that's what they were going for or not, because that's not what happened. Vanderbilt did get that layup to give them a 1-point lead before Nate Ament had to put on the cape and be Superman. But you were able to get enough stops. You were able to get enough baskets and make big plays, and you were able to grab that victory.
So you going to bet on the boys tonight?
-3.5. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Might as well.
Sam, you chuckle. You don't feel good about the spot for Tennessee tonight?
You just didn't sound confident.
Well, I don't typically like laying points. I typically don't like laying points on the road.
Yeah, I feel you.
I laid the points with Mississippi State, and then I'm sitting there like as we give up this big run, I'm like, oh my God. I typically like trying to find something like against Oklahoma. Not Oklahoma. Who was it? Road game. Ole Miss, mate. No, that was a home game. There was one road game where I took us to, I guess it was Mississippi State, to be winning at halftime, then win the game. You kind of remove the point spread out of the equation there. I was looking at something similar tonight. Be up at halftime against Missouri and win the game.
That might be a good one.
That's -105.
Because you don't get anything out of just betting the money line tonight, do you?
Not really. It's -190.
Ugh.
Yeah, you're going to have to lay, almost twice the amount of shekels.
Would that be $20 to win 11?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the math.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you can't go broke taking a profit.
Sure, but you don't really feel like you're winning anything.
On those situations, you definitely feel the losses more than you celebrate the wins.
Like that 200 to win 110?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see. That feels a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just when you lose those bets that you turn around like, oh my God, I just lost $2,000 trying to win 1,100. Oh my God, why would I ever do that?
20 grand to add 11?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
See, can't go broke taking a profit.
No, actually make a fair amount of money. I mean, $11,000 is $11,000.
Sure. Now, would you bet $20,000?
You think I could borrow 20 grand tonight?
Would you bet $20,000 on a team that's going to Run Jalen Carey back out there as a starter, though?
Well, now that's the question.
That is the question. JP Estrella listed as questionable tonight, so we'll see if he can go. Obviously, a big boost to Tennessee's front court if he can play. We'll take your comments. We'll continue the conversation on the other side. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Here at Fan Run Radio, we're not just some podcaster streaming from his mother's basement, but we're also not a bunch of mouthpieces on state-run radio telling you what we've been told to say. We're the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hey, it's Russell Smith here for ECR Total Landscapes. I had the ECR crew out to my house last year to remove multiple trees on my property, and I couldn't be more satisfied with the work they did. Not only did they cut down several trees that were too close to my house, they also grinded the stumps and cleaned up the work site, leaving my yard looking better than before. Take it from me. If you've got a dangerous, overgrown, or storm-damaged tree that's threatening your home, your car, or your family, don't risk it. Do what I did. Call ECR Total Landscapes for a free estimate. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. 865-384-2012. That's 865-384-2012. Your local tree cutting experts. These guys get the job done. Check out their website, ecrtotallandscapes.com.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Studios, drink the light, refreshing White Claw hard seltzer. Only 100 calories, and it won't weigh you down. Ditch the beer belly bloat and drink some White Claw hard seltzer responsibly. Shout out to them for their support. Tennessee looking to climb to 11-4 in the SEC tonight over in Missouri. Missouri looking to get to 9-6 and to get a fifth quad one win for their resume.
I'm still thinking about winning the SEC championship.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still thinking about it. This Florida team.
Postseason?
Regular season.
No, I think he means regular season.
I was just talking to John during the break, and I was asking about that. If you finish tied at the top of the standings with a team who beat you, you still get a share, don't you? If you only played once, if you got the same record. Because it'd be like that time we won the regular season against Auburn, or when we tied the regular season with Auburn, we got a share of the SEC title.
That one always felt a little cheap to me, seeing how they came into Knoxville and beat you on your own court. This one is a little bit different, seeing how we didn't get a chance to play them on our courts. We were kind of robbed. Do I think we'd beat Florida in Knoxville if we played them? I don't know. We're pretty good at home. We smacked them last year at home, even without two of our key players. I think it definitely could happen. I know Florida wouldn't want to come to Knoxville. So in this situation, I wouldn't view this one very cheap at all if we were able to tie this record. We didn't get a chance to play them at home.
Now, Florida's been running through the conference.
They've won 7 games in a row.
And they've been whipping up on people. They look good. They got them ranked at number 7 now, and they probably are the 7th best team in the country.
They have started moving into the championship circle metric-wise whenever you look at certain teams' profiles and the way they play, and they'll be like, hey, these are the championship contenders. Now, we'll say I saw one that had us right there firmly in the Final Four contenders, so that's good.
That's neat.
We've elevated our profile to being a Final Four type of team, but not a national championship kind of team.
Stanford Steve did not list us as one of the teams that could win the championship.
Okay. When did he do it?
Last night. He had his group of teams,
I don't feel like we can win a national championship right now. I got no issue with Stanford Steve saying that.
But, this Florida team, at one point in time, they did lose to Auburn, Missouri, and TCU. Now, I know they've gotten a lot better since then, but they've had some stumbles. And what if I were to tell you that Florida is at Texas tomorrow night, they still play Arkansas, and they still have a game at Kentucky?
I would say that they're going to go at the very worst 3-1, and this is all a moot conversation. Now, if you ask me again on Thursday morning, if Texas is able to beat them at home, okay, we'll have a different discussion, but I don't think that Texas team's got anything for them.
And I don't think Florida's going to lose 2 of their last 4. I would say the likelihood is low, but if they did, 3-1 ain't that different from 2-2.
But 3-1 gets them where they need to be.
Right, but their 3-1 could be a bad call away from 2-2.
That is true.
So just something to keep an eye on if we were to win out. Of course, then you'd also have Arkansas to contend with.
Calhoun's Carp writes in as we check in over on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching there. Make sure you're commenting and hit that like button. Help us out. Tell your friend. Send our channel to people. Hell, help us out. You guys clearly love us, and we love you. Let's spread that love. Calhoun's Carp writes in about your Bama take, Cody. And he says, does Bama have better wins than Tennessee? Why are they getting so much more love than us? Sam, do you look at Alabama's resume and see much better wins than what Tennessee has? For a while, I would say yes, but I do think Tennessee's starting to stack up some wins. That win at Vandy was pretty big for Tennessee in terms of getting a ranked win, a road win, a common opponent. I mean, Alabama lost at Vandy. That St. John's win that Alabama has is aging better, as St. John's is on a nice little win streak, and their win against Illinois, if you're looking at common opponents there, they beat Illinois, so that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've got the leg up in terms of the non-conference, but I think it then kind of turns into, I feel like some people in the committee do have the conversation of like, it's kind of how you playing for me recently, how do you want to kind of quantify a team as what they were doing in November, or do you want to kind of talk about how they're playing and how they're trending into the tournament in February type of thing? Because I do think Alabama, is Tennessee's closed the gap on Alabama, I think, in the last month or so.
In a way they have, but at the same time, like Alabama, it's not like they've been really struggling. They've won 6 in a row and have won 9 of their last 11, with their only 2 losses being the Tennessee game and at Florida. So that's kind of similar to us outside of the Kentucky games, right? Where they've got their losses to Tennessee and at Florida. We got our 2 to Kentucky. But outside of that, we've won a whole bunch of games against everybody else. That's kind of where Alabama's at.
They're benefiting off that freaky double overtime win against Arkansas.
Yeah.
That was a good win for them.
And that kept their streak going, and that kept them ahead of us.
But they struggled at LSU, and they've beaten, which you could say this about us too, but they've beaten some bad teams in the conference on the run they've been on. I mean, 100-97 against A&M, 96-92 against Auburn. Like, they've had some close ones. I don't think their non-conference wins are better than ours.
I think they got 2. Who are our non-conference wins? Louisville and Houston. One at home, one neutral site.
I think that's better than St. John's and Illinois. I mean, I think St. John's and Louisville are comparable.
St. John's,
and I think Houston's better than Illinois. Did they beat Illinois on the road, or was that a neutral site? This was at the United Center, so neutral, but
it should be counted as a road game, but
kind of a road game, yeah, but neutral technically.
Yeah, it was kind of like us losing in Nashville, though. Like, it should have been a home game for us. At St. John's, just straight up on the road, though, right?
That game,
yeah, I think that game was at MSG.
Yeah, I think that was just straight up road game.
Yeah,
when you consider that Louisville, if you actually are honest about it, and talk about how they didn't have Mikael Brown, they didn't have their best player, I would say that's equal. Nah, that's not equal. Winning at St. John's is better. Winning at St. John's is better than beating Louisville.
What about losing at home to Tennessee?
Well, that's worse.
Because when you throw that in with those other games.
Well, just to be fair to Sam, he said their non-conference was better, so I don't think it's fair to attack
I know.
for a conference game.
No, I hear you, but I'm just saying when you couple all the things together in the resume, I really don't see why Alabama's ahead of us.
I think it's probably because if you look at their entire resume, they don't have a bad loss.
I mean, Arizona beat them down.
Well, I just mean opponent-wise. Opponent-wise, they don't really have a bad loss.
They played Purdue close. I mean,
their losses on the season, Purdue, Gonzaga, Arizona.
Losing to Texas
at Vandy
ain't great.
Losing to Texas at home ain't great. Tennessee at Florida. So, like, if your worst loss is Texas at home, that's a pretty good resume. Pretty good resume.
Well, I'm not going to get also Florida beat them 100-77.
Well, they beat us just as bad.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to get too hung up on the Alabama thing because, again, you have that opportunity right in front of you Saturday.
Saturday night, we'll figure this out. Saturday night, we'll decide who's better between Tennessee and Alabama, resume-wise and all that. Josh in the chat, it's always so negative. Missouri might beat us. Well, of course they might beat us. Oh, what can I take as that, Josh? Missouri might beat us. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, they might.
They might.
I don't think anybody's here said it's a 100% lock for the Vols.
Or a slam dunk, you might say.
Yeah, it's not that. If it is a slam dunk, it's like the Nate Ament slam dunk against Vandy. You can miss those. It could happen.
I want to get through this one. I want to win tonight. I mean, I'm kind of nervous about it, but I also just feel like we should win and let's just take care of business and come on home. And then I'm excited for the game Saturday. I kind of want to go.
You want to go to the game Saturday?
Kind of.
I mean, buy a ticket.
Well, I've already been to one game this year.
You got some extra money from your parlay last night.
Yeah.
Let's go support the boys.
I am rich. That's true.
I realized I'd committed 2 weeks ago to a poker game. My friend's like, hey, you want to come play poker at the house? Got some people, need a body. I was like, yeah. And then this whole time I thought it was on Friday night. I don't really ever do anything on Friday nights except maybe the movies. But then Rachel was like, no, it's Saturday night that you've committed to doing that. I was like, Saturday night? I was thinking about going to the game. She's like, well, you can't go to the game. You've committed to going and playing poker.
You get back out of the poker game.
Yeah, but he texted me yesterday and was like, we got 7 people. I really want to get to 9. So if you got anybody that is cool, bring them.
Really want to get to 9?
Yeah.
Why 9?
A full table.
Is that a full poker table?
Yeah.
9 people?
Yeah. That's a standard full table. You can't play at 10, but he's like, if you got any buddies that are cool, feel free to bring them.
You could tell him you came down with a sickness.
No, I'm not gonna lie to my friends. I'm not
the guy
like
that you work with has a bad immune system.
Nah, I'm not flaky like you.
You guys should play poker at the game.
Well, we are playing right at game time. He's like, don't worry, I'll have 3 TVs out in the garage, and we'll have that and the baseball game and everything. I was like, all right, cool, man, I'll be there.
You're playing in a garage?
Yeah, hopefully it's
people going to be smoking cigarettes.
Maybe cigars. I don't know. I feel like cigars go hand in hand with poker, but I mean, I'm just basing that off of the dog drawings. You remember those dog pictures?
Of course.
Those dogs are always smoking cigars.
Last time I played poker, we smoked cigars.
Do they still make those? Can I still get my hands on one of those dogs smoking cigars, playing poker pictures?
Go into any flea markets. You can probably find one.
Those are cool. I had one of those as a kid. We need one of those for in here.
Yeah, it'd be good.
I tried to get a fan run poker night going. Nobody wanted to play that, so I've had to outsource it to a friend group. But I'll be watching the game. I just won't be there in attendance. It does feel like a big home game. I'll be at the Vanderbilt game, maybe. I'll go to the season finale, regular season finale.
Last time we played Alabama at home, we hit a buzzer beater half court shot.
That one was cool. I was there for that one. Shout out to Jemai Mashak. Hour 1 in the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines. Cody McClure will give you the news coming up after the break. Stick with us right here on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Citizens
National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account from Citizens National Bank, offering extra benefits including bank travel. This September, experience the perfect fall getaway on the New England Rails and Sails Tour, or join CNB in October to chase the Northern Lights in Iceland. Get in on the fun by calling 865-429-7935.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
A jumbo edition of Tuesday Trivia.
Okay, I like it.
They said since Cody only scored 1 point last week, they wanted to give an extra category next
I don't
question.
think they said that.
You're listening to Talk Sports.
The topics today: general, NFL bad plays, South Park, spelling bee, comedy movies, and something that's been dubbed Cody's category.
We'll call it in the air. As it tells.
What the hell does that mean? Do you want to go first or second? You've already won the toss.
We'll defer to the second half.
Let's go comedy movies for 2.
What iconic car does Doc Brown turn into a time machine in Back to the Future?
I feel like that's a one-pointer for anybody who knows movies, but I don't really...
Very weird that you would go to a movie category without knowing anything about movies.
Is it a Trans Am?
Airing every day
From 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Let's see if I can cuck them here. Give me the NFL bad plays for 3.
On Thanksgiving Day in 2012, Mark Sanchez created his most infamous play, the butt fumble, when he collided with this offensive lineman.
I mean, come on. Come on, man. Come on. I don't know.
on 1340 WKGN.
Let's go with let's go with Cody's category for 2.
Cody's category for 2. What color is a fire truck?
Oh, they've insulted me, but it's funny. It's funny.
They call me the fire.
Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. This batch of headlines is brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. Don't put off your dental visits any longer. Give the folks over at Knoxville Smiles a call. Check them out online at knoxvillesmiles.com. They offer everything from routine dental cleanings, Invisalign, veneers, implants, everything in between. Local dentistry done right. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles. Our 2 headlines. What you got, Cody McClure?
Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Mexico is still planning to play its friendly match with Iceland today at the Corregidora Stadium in Querétaro amid unrest and violence in the country, sources told ESPN. Nemesio Ruben Oseguera Cervantes, nicknamed El Mencho and the leader of the cartel Jalisco Nueva Generacion, was killed Sunday by the Mexican army in a targeted attack, as you may have read, causing widespread backlash from the cartel. Still yet, they're playing today's soccer match. Iceland has traveled all this way to play soccer, and they are going to do that against Mexico in Querétaro. Although now, instead of calling it a friendly, they will be calling it a dodging of violence.
I kind of feel like we have to bet Mexico in this game. You know that those Icelandic soccer players are absolutely terrified. Right?
They've never seen anything
They
like
don't.
this.
They don't care a lick about this game. They
Mexico's
just want to get out
gonna
alive.
Yeah, Mexico's going to be fired up. Those boys are going to be juiced. I think I'm with you. I think I'm rolling with the Mexicans in this one.
You see where Kash Patel tried to issue corrections to people and say that he was not in Milan for the Olympics, that he was just there for other meetings and happened to be there and decided to go take in the gold medal game.
I didn't see that, but I did see he put out a statement.
He tweeted out, he tweeted out an email he sent to someone that worked at, I guess, I don't know what publication, saying that it's not correct. I was only there for a planned meeting, yada, yada, yada. And he tweeted out like the Pinocchio nose growing emoji. To which this then led people to find a tweet he had in July of 2025. NHL agreed to let the boys play in the next Olympics this coming winter. First time in over a decade. Team USA, I'll see you there.
Yeah.
So they have receipts of him saying in July that he was going to be there. But no, he was there for other meetings.
That meeting's been lined up for a while.
Yeah, it just happened to be at the same time. That's pretty funny.
Well, meanwhile, the U.S. women's hockey team that also won a gold medal has declined an invitation from President Trump to attend the State of the Union address today.
Did you listen to the audio of Trump's phone call to the men's team?
Yeah.
What did you make of his joke about the women's team having to invite them?
I mean, it's somewhat funny. I don't know.
People were mad that the guys were all cackling at the joke about including the female counterparts, which
just boys being boys.
I took it as, if you watch the video, there was a couple people that was like, yeah, like, and was cheering. Like, you could tell that there's probably some camaraderie there, but then, at that point, you're just laughing at the president, yucking it up. Yeah. They were really mad at the Hughes boys, whose mom's like a coach on the women's team. They like got them into hockey and all that. Like, they're saying that they should have stood up. Like, I didn't think it was fair.
What are you going to do?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't think it was fair for that. Like, of course, you're going to laugh when somebody tells you.
Actually, Mr. President, you shouldn't be making those types of humorous quips.
Yeah. Like, I didn't.
The women work just as hard as we do to play this wonderful sport.
I feel like all those guys in the locker room have just like, they're blacked out anyway from just like the emotions of that game. And it's just like, oh, the president's calling us. Let's just laugh at everything he says.
Yeah, I was going to say, you see it. I mean, it's the president. He's always doing his little stand-up routine. But like, you see this like every Saturday or Sunday, like on pregame shows, whenever somebody says something that's even not remotely funny. If they're trying to be funny, you laugh at them, is typically what happens. Hell, you saw Mike Griffith last night at the Kirby Smart Mario Cristobal thing. Yeah. He was about to have an aneurysm laughing at Kirby Smart's jokes. Like, oh, Kirby. He said that Duke's won more ACC titles than Mario has.
They were having a nice little roast battle last night.
Yeah, but Kirby Smart was acting like he was at the damn Apollo. And that Richard Pryor was there in his prom. Like, that's how Mike Griffith was up there acting. So I don't think it's fair to be mad at the men's hockey team for laughing along with the president after winning a gold medal.
No, of course not.
Now, I would say that most of the male hockey players do have respect for the women's team. That's typically how that goes.
Sure.
No, I mean, you say that facetiously. It's not typically the athletes that have problems with the other athletes. Like, the men's basketball team supports the women's basketball team. They don't make fun of women's basketball nearly as much as the people that don't play. I would say that the male hockey players have more respect for the female hockey players than everyone else.
Well, the women are declining their invite to the State of the Union, which I think is disappointing. I mean, I think if it's, say Josh Pate, that whole thing with him interviewing the president, I mean, people got upset over that. It's because Trump is such a polarizing figure, but it is the president of the United States.
It's because it's propaganda. It's because Josh Pate signed up for propaganda.
Yeah, but we would do it. If Trump wanted to come on here and do come hang out in the studio,
I guarantee you we'd ask him something tougher than Josh Pate asked him.
I wouldn't. I'd be asking him softballs.
We also don't make our whole personality, we're only college football. We don't talk politics at all. We talk politics on here.
Yeah, but if you got an opportunity to talk to the president, I mean, I think it's as simple as that.
I
you
think
talk to the president.
I think you at least ask a question, and if you don't want to ask a political,
what?
if you at least don't want to ask a political question, that's fine. But did you go read the questions that he actually asked?
Well, Mr. President, how do you pick what games you go to?
Yeah, they're not even good. They're not
I
even
like
good
South
football
Carolina.
questions. He asked him, so what was it like to win president? That's like a kindergartner asking a question.
Well,
so what did it feel like to win an election?
That was cool.
Yeah, it's
really cool.
I'm not saying that we wouldn't have President Trump on here because, I'm not going to be a liar. But, I do think we'd ask better questions. Even if I'm not even asking, grilling him about policy and political questions, I think we'd ask better football questions.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be, controversial. It wouldn't be, you wouldn't be, hammering him down on Gaza, would you?
No, but I'm saying we would at least, if we're going to say it's a football interview, I think we'd ask better football questions.
Yeah.
What Josh Payton did was embarrassing.
Well, if you're just saying...
I don't like the guy, but, what he did was embarrassing.
Well, if you're just saying you're a better interviewer than Josh Pate, that's fine. I mean, that's.
I'm not saying that. I haven't listened to enough of Josh Pate's interviews to say that or not. I don't know if he's a better interviewer or not. But I think that what he did with Trump was just propaganda.
I just tried joking around with him.
But he tried to make it in the lead up that it was something bigger. This is a college football conversation. No, it wasn't. It was you yucking it up with the president, which is fine if that's what you want to do. It's going to raise his profile. It's going to get him more fans. I get it. But, don't paint it as just as a big football conversation. It wasn't.
I haven't listened to it, but I imagine it probably wasn't a great interview if the guy's entire show is just him, only him, talking into a mic the entire time.
Well, people say, and I don't listen to him, so I won't act like I know for sure, but people say he does interview coaches and has a bunch of coaches on there from time to time and does interviews. So I don't know if he's typically a good interviewer or not. But yeah, the questions that he asked, it was like Chris Farley. It's like the bit on Saturday Night Live. Hey, remember when you won president? That was awesome.
You think Trump knows
remember
who
when you
Kyle
performed
Trask
that
is?
show? Go ahead, Bubba. Sorry.
You think Trump knows who Kyle Trask is?
No.
Trump don't know ball. And I'm not even saying he should know ball. He's an 80-year-old man. He's got more important things to do than know anything about college football. But, there's plenty of the publications that, was transcribing it where he's talking about South Carolina being a really good football team.
Yeah.
And his favorite coaches being Nick Saban and Urban Meyer, who, of course, neither one are coaching anymore. He doesn't know ball.
Can you name 3 active coaches?
But, yeah, no, if Pate wants to take the interview and raise his profile, that's 100% fine. He's worked for that. That's good for him.
Also, why the hell is Vanderbilt ahead of us on the seed line? What have they done?
That's another one that'll take care of itself.
What the hell have they done? Now, that's the one. That's my new battle. Forget the Alabama thing. That'll work itself out.
Well, so Vanderbilt.
Vandy ain't beat nobody.
We
in
play
the non-conference.
We play Vandy too.
Nobody.
They got 12. They're 12-6 against quad 1 and quad 2.
That's cute. They beat nobody in the non-conference. St. Mary's, VCU. Is that their 2 bet? I mean, am I missing something? The hell are they doing on the 4 line?
What I say they were? They're 12-6. They're 12-6 against 1 and 2. We are 11-7. So they do have better right now, but that'll take care of itself.
Yeah, but they didn't beat anybody in the non-conference. I mean, you can call it quad 1 if you want to call it. I understand your numbers.
I'm just reading.
Numbers.
Yeah, I'm just reading them.
I get that, but look at the opponents. What's the best?
I say 12, 13. I don't know why I'm struggling. 13-6. They got 2 more what's considered quality wins than us.
Yeah, and that's
1 fewer loss.
That's fine. I hear you, but I don't see the opponents.
St. Mary's is a top 25 team.
I don't see a win over Houston anywhere.
Sure.
When I look at their non-conference, I don't see a win over Louisville.
St. Mary's neutral site is a better win than Louisville on our home court. According to the metrics, beating number 25 on a neutral is at the very least equal to beating 13
You're telling
at
me
home.
St. Mary's is better than Louisville?
I didn't say that at all. So no, I'm not telling you that.
It's a better win.
Yes, by the metrics, by their equation.
Yeah. 96 Bulls. Damn Vanderbilt. Unbelievable.
It's at the very least equal to it.
Well, I tell you a poll I can get behind. That's the softball top 25. No change yesterday as your ladies are still number one.
I have more of a problem with Gonzaga, I believe.
Well, see, they're like 25-2, though. I mean, I know that one loss is horrific, but
yeah, I got more of a problem with Gonzaga just being like locked into a 3 seed. I got a problem with that.
Yeah, but they got the record. And they beat.
So does Miami of Ohio. Throw them in there then, I guess.
They're going to go 31-0, and we'll see what happens in their conference tournament.
They're just getting credit for 6 quad 1 wins, but like of their wins, like the only one that I'm actually impressed by is Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Gonzaga. That's the only one they have all year that I'm impressed by.
Well, they have by far the worst loss of any top team in the country.
Well, they do. But I'm just they're quad 1 wins at Arizona State. Who cares?
Right.
Who gives a damn about that? Neutral site against Kentucky. Who cares? I mean, I know we can't beat Kentucky.
Something we could do.
Well, I know we can't beat Kentucky, but like everyone, a lot of other teams can. Neutral site against UCLA. Who the hell cares?
That's Mick Cronin. You better be careful.
Home win against St. Mary's by 8. Okay, cool. An away win at Santa Clara. Okay. They got beat by 40 by Michigan, whatever, but they lost to Portland. Hell, they struggled this last week at home too. Was that against who was that against this week? They almost lost, had another real bad loss. But hey, they get to play in that conference, so they get to just win a couple non-conference games, and they'll be a 3 seed.
They've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
I don't even get mad at Gonzaga anymore because I just know what they are every year. They're going to have one stupid loss that you know should have them lower than they are, but they're just going to win in a few games in November that's going to carry them all the way to March.
Now, some years I think they're actually good. I don't know if I think this version of this team is actually good. Some years, I'm like, okay, yeah, I know they're not really playing anybody, but I could see it. They got NBA guys, yada, yada, yada. This year when I watch them, like they were struggling with Pacific this weekend. They ended up winning by 9, but that was another home game that they were trailing that game in the second half. But all right, whatever. Any other news?
Yeah, we have the number 1 softball team in America. They're really good. And Phillip Rivers' son has committed to NC State. Gunnar Rivers, 4-star quarterback.
I bet he has to hate Gunnar Stockton.
Why?
Because if Gunnar Stockton wasn't around, the name Gunnar Rivers would seem way cooler.
Oh. It still seems cool to me, Gunnar Rivers.
Yeah, but it's less cool since we've already had a Gunnar in our life.
Yeah. The top 3 in the AP poll spells out damn when you look at the logos. Duke, Arizona, Michigan. Damn. Then Iowa State is an I. So if Tennessee could have gotten to 5th, it would be damn it, would be your top 5. That's unique.
Okay.
Yeah, there's more news, but sounds like you're ready to take a break.
I mean, you got another hour to give us news.
Right.
You can keep going. Hell, go as long as you want.
No, I'm good. I was just Mario Cristobal and Kirby Smart. They were joking around.
That's my Mike Griffith impression. Oh, Kirby, you slay me. Kirby. Do you need me to get you some coffee, Kirby?
He's having a good time.
That reminds me of what my friend Butch Jones used to say. Oh, Kirby.
The flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account from Citizens National Bank, offering extra benefits including bank travel. This September, experience the perfect fall getaway on the New England Rails and Sails Tour, or join CNB in October to chase the Northern Lights in Iceland. Get in on the fun by calling 865-429-7935.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Surfside is made with vodka, real tea, and real juice, and has only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right. No bubbles, no troubles. That's why Surfside was named the 2025 Spirit Brand of the Year by MarketWatch. Their variety packs come with options: iced tea, lemonade, or green tea. Find your flavor by trying them all. Surfside. Sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older to enjoy. Party smart.
With Tennessee and Missouri. Did you realize, Sam, that Tennessee held both Oklahoma and Vanderbilt to their second lowest point totals of the season?
I think I did.
Is that a bigger story? Should that be a bigger story that maybe Tennessee's defense kind of getting to that championship big orange boa constrictor level that we've been used to over the last couple of years? The defense hasn't been quite as good this entire season, but it does feel like it went up a level against both Oklahoma and Vandy. Like Oklahoma could have scored like in the 40s had Nigel Pack not gotten hot and bailed them out with a couple of like 3-pointers.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I feel really good about where this team's at right now. And
yeah.
If you filter Torvik over just from the start of February, Tennessee's the number 18 adjusted defense in the country.
Okay. Since the beginning of February?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you're sitting there at 32 offensively, 18 defensively. I feel like that's a pretty solid number in terms of just kind of finding that nice middle ground.
And the 32 on offense is also since
yes
February 1st.
Yeah.
Not quite good enough to get to a championship level. You need to be.
Missouri's defense, by the way, at 113 in that same range.
Okay. So like tonight, if Tennessee is going to lose, it shouldn't be because Missouri chokes them out with the defense, right? Like that Missouri's not a defensive team. This shouldn't be like a rock fight where it's just, two really good defenses going at it. Tennessee should have opportunities. Are you worried about Nate Ament after Vanderbilt maybe shook his confidence a little bit? And I only ask because we've seen Nate Ament be a streaky player, both good and bad. Whenever things are going well, I think Nate Ament is awesome. Earlier in the season, when Nate Ament wasn't playing great, he got in his head a little bit, and those kind of spiraled. He is a streaky player, both good and bad. He threw up his first dud in a while, going 3 of 13, missing a dunk, only scoring 13 points. It was his lowest point total since the Texas game. You worried about Nate Ament tonight at all?
I trust him on a bounce-back performance, like you said, but I'm a little cautious because Missouri is just such a big team that, like, I feel like, what Amon's been able to be so special at this year is, like, gets matched up on a 2 or a 3, and he can kind of just shoot over them. He can go past someone who's bigger than him, but Missouri is a team where, like, their smallest starter is like 6'4", so they feel like they've got size kind of all around the board for him.
I worry just in the sense of like Vanderbilt's getting a little bit of the book back out on him. It seemed like I didn't like what Tennessee was doing with Ament for most of that game. I feel like Barnes kind of rectified it, towards the end, but it felt like in the first half that almost all of Ament's touches were like on the wing, and then were immediately like met with a pick from one of Tennessee's bigs, which was really just serving for Ament just to bring him a double team, and they would just blitz him off the double team. And like Tennessee's bigs in the short roll, I especially Brown and Carey are pretty useless. So like if you're getting, Gillespie or Ament double team down the perimeter and they're hitting that short roller at the free throw line, Akpara can sometimes put the ball on the floor and get up and jam. He had that really big dunk against Oklahoma. Like he could sometimes do something with it. Estrella, that's where you miss Estrella, because I think he would take so much pressure off of the spacing because he can do things, around the free throw line and in. Whereas Carey's not much of a passer, can't really do much. And I thought that, kind of got the book out on Amen a little bit, or made his life tougher. And the book, as far as that being out, Vandy just kind of sent double teams and was just aggressive with him. And for that game, at least, they weren't calling fouls on it. When he did throw up an 8-point game against Texas, which you could say that was maybe was that the peak of the Nate Ament conversation? The 8 points against Texas. He only shot the ball 4 times. That was coming off of a game against Arkansas where he went 5 of 11 from the free throw line. Would you say that was kind of the peak of people being fed up with Nate Ament? Because I feel like it kind of was.
I think you could say that, yeah.
At least as close as you got to it. Because, I mean, when he struggled against Syracuse, it was early December.
Yeah, he had 5 turnovers and 4 fouls in that Texas game too.
Yeah, he just looked meek. Like, to me, the 4 field goal attempts is really the stat that jumps out to me. That's the lowest attempts he's had this entire season. So, like in his college basketball career. So I kind of feel like that was whenever the Nate Ament stock was maybe at its lowest. 4 turnovers and 4 shot attempts.
He started to turn it on after that game too. He went to Florida and he played better.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like he did bounce back, and in the first half, especially against Florida, he was awesome. Of his 17 points, I'd say just off the top of my head, 11 or 12 of them are probably in the first half. And then, yeah, you saw him kind of get on a hot streak. So I'm hoping that he learned from that and is really aggressive and comes back out with that confidence against Vanderbilt. Because against Vanderbilt, he shot the ball 13 times. It wasn't a lack of field goal attempts or a lack of aggression. He just had an off day. You situated over there now? You got your coffee ready to go?
Did you see him look at me with pure disgust? You should have seen the look on his face when I spit my Zen into my cup.
If you didn't, just rewind about 3 minutes on the video.
The look on his face.
As Sam and I are trying to carry the show and do radio, and you're over there I didn't even see you spit the Zen in your coffee. It was you like slurping every little drop of coffee down over there, like licking the lid.
I pay good money for this Starbucks coffee. I have to get every drop.
Like you just over there sucking it up.
Just licking the lid might be a little extreme.
No, it wasn't.
I think you.
I know I do it. I'm saying on my part.
Oh, I thought you were saying that my description. I was going to say I think I'm underselling it.
No. I'm saying on my part. Yeah,
okay.
Licking the lid might be too far.
Well, especially while we're on air into the microphone.
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody knew what was going on, and if they did, they're used to it. You know, I don't think we're losing audience members when I lick the lid.
No, but I did look at you with pure disgust because in that moment I was purely disgusted.
It was when I spit the Zen into the cup. That's when you gave me the look of, ugh.
That wasn't the look.
You looked like you were going to throw up.
The look wasn't. No, the look was like, this guy is such a jackass. It was the look I gave you.
A jackass?
Yeah, that's the look I gave you. This guy is such a jackass.
No, it was a look of disgust.
No, it was a look of this guy's a jackass. I gave the look. I know what it was. I know what was in my head whenever I gave
something like that.
Because you're over there, tongue kissing, getting every drop of your coffee.
There's no tongue kissing. I didn't tongue kiss the
just licking it down, just being loud, being disruptive. And I was like,
disruptive?
This guy's... Yeah.
Disruptive.
Sam's trying to give a point. Hell, Bubba couldn't get a word in because between...
What?
Yeah.
When does Bubba ever get a word in?
He couldn't because you were over there tongue kissing.
If Bubba wanted to get a word in, Bubba would get a word in.
Bubba doesn't really stop. Bubba just talks into the mic whenever he wants. It doesn't matter if somebody's talking or not. Bubba
goes an hour without saying anything, and then he talks nonstop for like a minute.
And then he gets mad and sits for another hour.
Yeah, then he goes like another hour.
Yeah.
But I wish Bubba would talk more.
We had a listener, Bubba, that said they were at that same wrestling event yesterday.
That's awesome.
Well, they wrote into me yesterday.
Did they also get an injured eye?
No, they said they saw you, though. Said it looked like you were crying. Is that true?
Brother,
they didn't say that, Bubba.
Tears were coming down my face.
Tears were coming down the face?
No, but yeah.
Did we fully realize that Missouri is like really good at home?
Didn't you just tell me they lost to Texas and Georgia?
Well, I told you I don't know if I told you they lost to Texas and Georgia at home.
Somebody did.
I just know that they are 32-4 at home over the past 2 years.
I mean,
but how those losses have come this year?
Wouldn't every decent SEC team be about that?
When you consider all the bye wins?
Yeah, like I mean, when you play Norfolk State and UNC Asheville, and,
okay,
like they're probably playing Southeast Missouri, and
that's maybe fair.
That's over 2 years.
Yeah,
like I'm not saying every SEC team could do that.
But
the top half of SEC teams, like
I mean, Vanderbilt's 12-3 at home this year. They're pretty good. They've got 3 losses this year at home.
Can't relate. Having 3 losses at home is not something Tennessee does.
Yeah,
we only lose to Kentucky at home.
Like Alabama's pretty good at basketball. They're 10-3 at home this year.
Again, can't relate. Top of the conference. That we're the best. When's the last time we lost more than, and the answer is probably more recent than I remember, but more than one home game?
More than one home game?
Yeah. Because we don't lose inside Thompson Bowling. Now, Kentucky, sure. Did we lose 2 last year? Did we? Is there anybody else?
When you consider that Missouri wasn't very good last year and we're only 10-8 in the conference, I mean, that's solid, but them being 18-2 overall is pretty solid, of a 10-8 conference team. Going 18-2, that's pretty damn solid.
Well, that tells me they played nobody in the non-conference.
Well, that probably goes away to it, but again, this is just your conference records too. The conference record, you have to play at least 9 road games, 9 home games there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination.
Tennessee lost 2 home games in 2024 with Dalton Connect.
Okay.
So not long ago at all.
Yeah, I said it's probably more recent than I remember.
Yeah.
Punk ass.
You lost to Kentucky by 2, and was that the year? Did Missouri also? Was that the year they beat you on a buzzer beater? Was that year?
I don't know, but I remember that was back-to-back losses against Vandy and Missouri on buzzer beaters.
I want to say Missouri beat you on a buzzer beater, and you lost to Kentucky on senior day. Ruined my surprise birthday.
Yeah,
party.
That's right. We lost on senior day. I remember that.
That was not the Missouri buzzer beater. That was the year you lost to South Carolina by 4.
I was in Texas.
Although that South Carolina team was pretty good that year. But you lost to South Carolina 63-59, and then Kentucky got you.
Then you beat South Carolina to clinch the league.
That's right.
Which is all that really mattered. And then you immediately lost to Kentucky. Yep.
You could say that either the Kentucky or the South Carolina home loss might have cost you a 1 seed.
Very possible.
One of those losses definitely put you in trouble. Like the Mississippi State loss didn't help, when you were trying to get a 1 seed, and when they absolutely beat you down in the SEC tournament, that didn't feel good.
Whipped our ass. I remember that.
Yeah, they did. That was bad. I
was in Texas.
We also lost 2 home games in 2023. So I do think we're good for 2 home losses a year.
Yeah, but sometimes we go undefeated.
Sometimes.
Like if you looked at the year before that, because I feel like it's also not that long ago we were undefeated at home.
2023, I think that's the Missouri buzzer beater. Yeah, Missouri buzzer beater. And then I believe almost surely you lost to Kentucky. Yep, Kentucky beat you in that one too. Aww.
Yeah, 1 or 2 a year. That's the standard of. I mean, that's fine. It seems like normally we feel like we're going to go through losing 1, and then there's always another one that's just like, what the heck?
Well, we lose to Kentucky every year.
We used to not.
2022, you didn't. So, I mean, you went undefeated in 2022, like you said, which when you combine that with the football season, hey, how about that? If you were a student in 2022, you were living right.
I don't see no losses.
That's right.
I show up to the home games, and I don't see no losses.
So, Sam, how do you feel overall about it then? Because Cody's downplaying it. He says it's easy. Anybody can do it.
It's not exactly what I said.
Any self-respecting SEC team can go 32-4 over a 2-year stretch is essentially what you said.
Yes, that I said.
Do you agree with that or disagree?
I mean, I disagree.
Yeah.
I do think Missouri is like kind of a very underrated place to go play in basketball. I think it's like just one of those longer trips that you have to take where maybe the guys are a little bit like, damn, we're all the way out in Missouri. It's always just kind of cold there. Every sport, I feel like, is just a trap game when you go to Missouri.
They play indoors.
Alabama's 22-6 at home.
It's still miserable whenever you're out there, Cody.
It's cold here, too.
That's a different cold in Como. You ain't never been. I can tell.
You ain't never been.
I've been to Como.
You ain't been to a Missouri game.
I'm sorry.
You ain't
I
been
didn't
to a
realize
Missouri
you
game.
boys were scared of Missouri.
You ain't been to a Missouri. You ain't
I
been
didn't
to the
realize y'all so damn scared.
He's lying.
Of
He
the Missouri
he ain't
Tigers.
been to the University of Missouri. He's lying. He's lying.
I've been to Missouri.
You ain't been to the
I've been to
University
St.
of Missouri.
Louis. I've been
You
to
ain't
Kansas City. I've been to Branson.
You ain't been Como.
Have you heard Como? Have you heard Como? And then
I bet you ain't ever been to Dexter, Missouri, have you?
He tried to
You
lie
ain't been
about it.
Como cold, have you?
I bet you ain't ever had them rolls thrown at you at Lambert's, have you?
I didn't sit here and tell everybody I had. You did say that. You tried to
Hell,
lie
I've been
about
to
it.
Thayer, Missouri. I've been to Joplin, Missouri.
Busted.
Still no Como.
I've been to Springfield, Missouri, to that Bass Pro Shops where they got the NASCAR simulator. I've been all over the damn state of Missouri. I don't want to hear nothing about Missouri.
Just caught.
I don't know if I went to Como or not.
Caught red-handed. He tried to lie about it.
I've been all over Missouri.
Except to Como. So
Missouri,
he ain't been there. He don't know what it's like, Sam. It is cold there. It's one of the coldest I've ever been in my whole entire life.
Let me tell you what's weird to me about Missouri. The southern part of the state is the Ozarks. It's like Arkansas. But like the north end of Missouri borders Iowa. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
The vast difference in what Missouri is.
Yeah.
It's like the northern part, that must be where Como is, closer to the northern part because it'd be colder up there.
It is really cold there.
That you get in the Great Plains there. The Great Plains are known for being cold.
It's kind of like how, like one part of Tennessee is
Memphis.
Is like right there on like in Georgia, and another part of the state is there like in Missouri. That's crazy.
Well, that's not the furthest span you could have done. I would have said how the northeast corner borders Virginia,
mm-hmm.
And then way the hell down here, you're bordering Arkansas.
In my head, Missouri and Georgia are far apart.
Yeah.
In my head.
So is Virginia and Arkansas. Or Mississippi, even. You could say Mississippi.
Yeah. Yeah, I think in my head, Missouri is still further.
Yeah, but the further east would be like Bristol. That's as far as you could go east in the state.
I mean, really, Virginia to Missouri seems further to me than your analogy, too, than your comparison. Arkansas feels closer to me than Virginia does than Virginia and Missouri does.
Look at the shape of the state.
I understand.
The far northeast corner to the far southwest corner is going to be the furthest distance.
I understand. I'm telling you how I feel. This is about feelings. This isn't about maps. This is about feelings.
I don't mean to disparage your feelings.
Yeah, respect how I feel. I'm saying that it's further in my mind. My point is just that Missouri feels like it's on another planet. Missouri feels far away in the middle of the state,
especially that part of Missouri.
Right.
Now it's not as far as Kansas City would be.
Sure,
that would feel much further. How weird is that? Tennessee borders Kansas City in a way, like the state of Tennessee bordering the state of Missouri.
It didn't
Doesn't
feel
that sound crazy.
It didn't feel that way when I drove back in the middle of the night crying.
Right,
the saddest car ride of my life. Just 7 hours of silence. Listen to stand-up comedy on Spotify.
I wonder what the furthest 2 points.
And, of course, my friends, we got to stop and get some barbecue before we leave. We're in Kansas. I'm like, just get me the hell home. I don't want any barbecue. Eat your food. Let's go. We had to go in there and sit.
Did you go to Joe's?
I don't know where the hell we went, but I know I was mad.
It's probably Joe's.
Shocking. Shocking. I was sitting there mad
on a road trip.
Well, we went there for a football game. I didn't want any damn Kansas City barbecue.
You should stop traveling. What was it, Joe's?
I stopped traveling when I don't drive.
Were you in a gas station?
I don't remember. Actually, maybe.
That's probably Joe's. I want to do an exercise. What are the two towns that, think about this, states that border, but they're the furthest distance away? Because I'm thinking it's got to be probably like El Paso, Texas, and somewhere.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to think of what exactly.
How about try this on for size? Bristol, Tennessee is closer to Canada than it is Memphis.
Cody looks shocked by this.
I'm questioning whether it's true.
It's true. It's 8 hours from Bristol to Memphis. It's 6 hours from Bristol to Canada.
8 hours from Bristol to Memphis?
Hell, it's 6 from Knoxville.
What is that mileage
like
wise?
5.5.
Huh?
What about mileage wise?
Look it up yourself if you don't believe me.
Wise.
Look it up yourself if you don't believe me.
It'd be close to 8 hours. Yeah. Distance wise, is that
of all the fun facts, Sam? His mind is so blown right now. I just gave him the best fun fact he's ever heard.
No,
it
is a fun fact.
Look at it. Those wheels are turning.
I'm just fact checking it in my head, thinking about it. It is a fun fact. So Bristol closer to, what would be the closest Canada entry point? Probably like Windsor, Ontario, maybe by Detroit. Is that by Detroit?
Hell, I don't know, man. Look it up.
Or would it be like the other side of Niagara Falls?
That's what I was wondering.
Somewhere right around that plane. So you could take, I guess you could take 81. Well, no, what would be the route? You wouldn't take 81 because that's taking you east. I mean, maybe you'd take 81 for a bit. You'd need to get back over to 75, I would think. Maybe you take a highway from Bristol west that would get you to I-75 somewhere up in Kentucky, maybe. That's interesting.
Yeah. How about it? To Windsor, it's 565 miles.
Would that would be further than Memphis?
And really, just as the crow flies, it's 450 miles from Bristol to Memphis. It's 359 from Bristol to Pelee Island.
Where's Pelee Island?
I don't know. Canada's southernmost inhabited landmass is what the internet says.
So you found that, or you knew that? How'd you know that?
How'd I know what?
That Bristol's closer to Canada than it is Memphis.
How did I know? Hell, the internet, brother. Let's go to break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go. Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
What's up, Fan Run Nation? This is Evan Rogers with ECR Total Landscapes. I'm happy to announce that our free stump grinding promotion for Fan Run Radio listeners is now extended to March 31st, 2026. If you've got trees in your yard that need to come down before they fall on your home, don't risk it. Call ECR Total Landscapes and mention you heard our ad on Fan Run Radio, and we'll get rid of that problem tree for you and grind those stumps for free. Call us at 865-384-2012 or check us out online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
That's what we were taught, service before self.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together. I did want to die. I did want to die sitting there. That's maybe the lowest I've been. Definitely in my sports fandom. But just overall, watching my team lose the AFC Championship. Let's go eat some local barbecue. Let's go enjoy some Kansas City cuisine. While everyone's wearing Chiefs gear and saying, "Go Chiefs." As my friend Marwan. Let's go eat some barbecue, John. We have to go try the local cuisine. We're tourists. We have to eat what they're famous for.
It's pretty good barbecue from what I remember.
Pretty good goofy impression, too.
Yeah. Well, were you hungry?
I mean, not really. I was too depressed to eat.
I'd rather eat that than go to a McDonald's.
I would have much rather just picked up a McDonald's let's wait till we get out of the state of Missouri at least. Let's go eat somewhere else.
How long do you have to wait for the barbecue?
I don't remember. It was the longest time of my life. Just sitting there miserable.
Yeah.
Just absolutely miserable. Matthew writes in, listener of the show. He says, can you ask Cody his best Arkansas local eats as he has moved to Arkansas? Little Rock. You have any best eats around Little Rock? But he says he has to work all across the state.
First of all, I was going to ask, why would you move to Arkansas? Second, I was going to ask, what town are you in? Little Rock. Okay. Whole hog barbecue is a must. It's an absolute must.
Whole hog barbecue?
Whole hog barbecue. Now, you might have to go to Conway to get it.
Do you want just a little bit? No, he likes the whole hog.
It's pretty damn good. Whole hog's pretty damn good. There's one in Conway. I assume there's one in Little Rock still.
All right, Matthew, look it up. Whole hog. You can put it in his GPS. It'll pull it up for you.
There should still be one in Little Rock.
Yeah, just pull it up,
Now,
Matthew.
it's been a long time since I lived there.
Whole hog barbecue.
Remember. Yeah. We used to go to some Mexican place over at McCain Mall.
Go to McCain Mall. Maybe it's open, maybe it's not, Matthew. I don't know. G-Man,
there's a Hooters right there off McCain Boulevard.
G-Man sent in a big, long list of fast food places, and he wants Cody to pick only his the 4 he would pick to survive.
All right, I've been thinking a lot about
Johnny
this.
Rockets, TCBY, Hardee's, Schlotsky, Quiznos, Del Taco, Chick-fil-A, pretty much any fast food place you could see. El Pollo Loco.
I don't know if you can read that whole list.
Shakey's Pizza.
El Pollo Loco.
I said Pollo. El Pollo Loco.
You said polio.
No, I said Pollo.
You won't be walking out of there. Okay. Yeah, pretty much every restaurant, every fast food. So for me, you can only pick 4.
Yeah. Tacosito.
Yeah, Wendy's, A&W, Panda, Sonic,
Jamba Juice,
White Castle, Dairy Queen, Hardee's,
Big Boy,
Fazoli's, literally everything you can think of. Okay?
Sure.
Pizza Hut, Crystal, Krispy Kreme,
whatever the hell Red Rooster is,
Wiener Schnitzel, Burger King, Dunkin', Panera, Chick-fil-A, all the restaurants.
Nathan's Hot Dogs, Captain D's. Who the hell's picking Captain D's in there for?
Steak and Shake.
All right.
IHOP,
They want to know
Quiznos,
Cody's for.
Chipotle, Baskin Robbins. Okay, so my logic on this, first of all, number 1, Starbucks. I have to have.
I gotta have my coffee.
If there's anything I have every day, it's coffee.
Don't talk to me before I've had my coffee.
Well, I have to have my coffee. You know that about me. I simply.
You're so weak. I gotta have my coffee.
I'm so weak. I'd like you to come over here and say that to my face.
I will tomorrow before you've had your coffee. When you're just a shell of yourself, when you're not right now, you're all juiced up on it. You might be tough to take right now, but if I get you in the morning before you've had your coffee, I'll beat the hell out of you. I don't have any energy. I need my coffee first, John. You're being mean.
You act like it's such a weakness for people. You realize coffee is like the oldest traded good in the history of the world.
Yeah,
like literally everyone drinks coffee.
Yeah,
just because you don't,
they're weak.
Just because you drink your soda pop, your tumbler full of Mountain Dew over there.
I don't drink a tumbler full of Mountain Dew.
He's got a tumbler full of Mountain Dew.
And I don't have to have the Mountain Dew. I don't have to have the soda.
Everyone in the world drinks coffee.
I don't.
There's nothing weird or wrong about drinking coffee. Like it's the most common thing you can do.
I got to have my Starbucks. I'm putting it on the list.
You're the only guy on the show that drinks it, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I can't help it that
everyone in the
work
world
here with children. That the 3 of you are children. Everybody in the world drinks coffee. Like I happen to be with 3 weirdos who don't. But
I mean, I drink it. I don't need it every day.
I need it. I'm an addict. Okay, so Starbucks. That's the main coffee place on here, and I'm taking it over Dunkin' every day of the week. Dunkin' coffee. They should just call it milk. They should call it milk and donuts is what they should call it.
That looks like milk.
That is not milk. That is coffee. That is espresso with heavy cream. Okay, so
a lot of milk to me.
So for the other 3, my next objective was to take a breakfast restaurant, some sort of breakfast.
Okay,
to have an option for breakfast whenever I want.
Sure.
So
you got to take McDonald's then.
I'm actually not.
Wow.
Because I'm looking at Denny's and I'm looking at IHOP.
Denny's doesn't feel like it belongs on this list, but I guess it is.
And if I have to pick one, I think I'm going IHOP.
Taking IHOP over McDonald's is crazy.
I have been at here's another thing.
Crazy.
If I cut McDonald's out of my life, I'm kind of doing it on purpose because I've told you many times the reason I got fat was McDonald's breakfast. That's the first.
You love McDonald's breakfast.
That's the first real reason I got fat.
So you're using this food exercise as a chance to lose weight.
Part of it, I'm trying to focus, but I'm also looking at variety because if these are the only 4 restaurants you have, I can get pancakes at IHOP, or I can get an omelet, or I can get a chicken fried steak, or I can get I have options. McDonald's, it's bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, sausage McMuffin. Eventually you're going to run tired of that. And Do you not ever notice how awful you feel after you eat like 3,000 calories of McDonald's breakfast?
I don't think many people eat 3,000
Well, I
calories
do.
at breakfast.
I do, and it's how I got.
I feel pretty good after just getting me a McMuffin or a sausage egg biscuit.
It's how I got
take on the
fat
world.
because my parents would take me to McDonald's in the mornings when I was a kid.
It's always
and
somebody
before
else's
I could drive.
fault.
No, listen. But then when I turned 16 and I could drive myself, here's the thing: if I went through Mickey D's drive-thru with my dad, we ordered normally. He eats normally. So I would get maybe a bacon, egg, and cheese, and maybe a hash brown with that, and I would get a normal breakfast order. But when I was 16 and I didn't have anybody stopping me, I could order everything. I could order the bacon, egg, and cheese,
your parents
and the McMuffin, and the burrito.
How much money did your parents have to give you each day to survive?
Well, back then, things didn't cost what they do now.
Yeah. Were you running through $20 a day?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I don't remember what my allowance was. So anyway, Starbucks for coffee. I'm picking IHOP for my breakfast restaurant because of the versatility, and it cuts McDonald's out of my life. Okay. Next, we're going to need an American variety restaurant. We're going to need just a regular restaurant where you can get chicken, you can get beef, you can get, and we don't have a lot of great options on here, but for the quality and the price, hear me out. I'm going Applebee's. Because I can get a burger there. I can get a steak. It's not going to be a good steak. I can get the Bourbon Street chicken. You can get booze. Yeah, booze. There you go. If you want to booze, Applebee's the place to do it. I can get restaurant quality food with versatility at Applebee's.
I got no problem with the Applebee's choice
because most of these are fast food.
You've made.
Most of these are fast
Denny's.
food. I didn't pick Denny's. I picked IHOP.
Well, either way, the same thing.
One or the other. You can flip a coin.
Yeah, like I said, either way.
Flip a coin, Denny's or IHOP.
Might as well pick Long John Silver's.
Now, the best I can tell that I've picked 3 restaurants. I've got good versatility on my breakfast. Like having IHOP and Applebee's, I got plenty of menu items, right? And I got my coffee. Best I can figure is I need a pizza joint. Like that's what's left, right? Because I can get a little Mexican flair probably at IHOP.
What?
Like
I thought you were going to say Applebee's would have like something you're going to eat Mexican food at IHOP?
IHOP or Applebee's, either. Because here's the thing.
What the hell does IHOP have?
Because if I'm looking for like Mexican flair, if I have to choose between Mexican and pizza, I think I'm choosing pizza. If I only have one,
well, pick one.
But like at Applebee's or IHOP, I could
get venga.
They probably have a quesadilla.
Vamos.
How do you get
Rapido.
Mexican flair there, Cody?
Well, that's for a whole nother discussion. He's only got a minute left. I need a pizza choice.
All right. Okay. So for the last one, I would pick a pizza place.
Okay. Well, what are you picking?
Which one? See, that's the. I don't know what Shakey's Pizza is, but it's got to be better than Pizza Hut or Papa John's, right?
So you're going to drive to California to get your pizza every day?
No, let's go Sbarro.
You're going to go to the mall.
I'm going to go Sbarro.
You just have to eat the Sbarro pizza in the mall every day.
I got to have one pizza place. Let's go Sbarro.
Hour 2 in the books. We'll kick off hour 3 with some headlines. We got some Tuesday trivia. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
What's the difference between an ordinary EV and a Mercedes-Benz EV? The feeling. Electric is what gets you there. Mercedes-Benz is what moves you in ways no other automaker can. Feel the freedom of the superbly versatile 7-seater EQB. Revel in the inspired, customizable comfort of the EQE sedan. Sense the brilliant intelligence of the EQE SUV. Discover the boundless capability of the EQS SUV. And luxuriate in the flagship meets spaceship magnificence of the EQS sedan. Every Mercedes-Benz electric vehicle offers the very latest MBUX voice-activated AI software, as well as remote access to a whole host of functions via the Mercedes Me Connect app. The vehicle's electric, the feeling all Mercedes, the choice all yours. Test drive a Mercedes-Benz electric today at your local dealer or learn more at mbusa.com/EQ.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jacob Wilco at Knoxville Smiles. Have you ever wanted to improve the look of your smile? We know firsthand what the power of a great smile means to a person's confidence and health. Our team of doctors can provide you with an array of options for helping you achieve your cosmetic goals. From simply moving teeth into a better position, to reversible cosmetic bonding, to full mouth implant-supported dentures. It is our goal to help patients feel good about their appearance while achieving optimal health. Want to learn more? Call us at 865-539-1776 to schedule an evaluation or visit us online at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Surfside is made with vodka, real tea, and real juice, and has only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no bubbles, no troubles. That's why Surfside was named the 2025 Spirit Brand of the Year by MarketWatch. Their variety packs come with options: iced tea, lemonade, or green tea. Find your flavor by trying them all. Surfside, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older to enjoy. Party smart.
Round 3.
The world's greatest radio show. The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
Power Rankings, Tuesday Trivia. John Reed and Cody going wild, no Olivia. Wood grain on my leather seats. I got the whole team eating like I'm Johnny Eats. Morning booming from 7 to 10. Ay. Talk sports while I'm chewing a Zen. Ay. Talk sports while I'm riding to work. All the ops take a ride in a hearse. East Knoxville. Morning booming from 7
Hour number 3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Make sure you check out our podcasts. Go subscribe to the podcast. Go subscribe to the Facebook page. Take us with you wherever you go. Social media, YouTube, all of those things. IHOP, he says. This guy picked IHOP. He's got 4 restaurants he has to save, and IHOP is one of them.
IHOP or Denny's. It's versatility, man. It's restaurant quality. Not the best restaurant, but it's a restaurant.
Was Waffle House on this list?
No. If it was, I would have picked it.
Okay. I was going to say, I feel like if you took IHOP over Waffle House.
But you can get a lunch item at an IHOP or a Denny's. You could even get a salad. I know it's not something you'd think of doing, really, but
Remember when they went to IHOB?
No.
Yeah, they did it for like one day. They did it for like one day, right? Like we were going to do burgers, and then did they get bullied out of that, or was that a April Fool's gimmick?
I don't know. I don't go to IHOP.
Yeah, me neither.
Why did William lose his TV privileges?
He just needs to stay focused in there.
I was in William's office, and the TV's gone.
He just needs to focus in there. Let's hit some Hour 3 headlines. What you got?
Miles has been sending me clips of, you know who Mad Max is? The NBA guy?
The NBA guy, Mad Max?
Yeah.
Maxwell, Vernon Maxwell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Miles has been sending me clips of him.
That's a crazy man that has made his whole life of like trying to like goad Utah Jazz fans. He's got a lot of tweets about Utah Jazz fans.
He says Kobe's better than LeBron.
Vernon Maxwell says that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They don't call him Mad Max for nothing.
He tells some good stories.
He's good at telling stories for sure.
I've been watching these clips.
Okay. Anything you want to share of the clips, or you just want to get to headlines?
Kirby Smart and Mario Cristobal were sparring yesterday at the Spurrier Awards. Sparring at the Spurrier Awards. I didn't know they had Spurrier Awards, but I guess coaches go to pick up awards. Mario Cristobal was up there doing a stand-up routine. He said, "Give it up for Kirby Smart. If it wasn't for all of his years of pre-NIL, we wouldn't have NIL right now." He also made a Carson Beck reference that Carson Beck was receiving proper coaching now. Kirby Smart clapped back to Cristobal. He said, "You probably ought to spend some time with Steve Spurrier because he won more conference championships at Duke than you have in Miami." Oh, boy, that's good. That is good. Well, in other news, the Tennessee Athletics, no slowing down, they say, from the official account, as the Shareholder Society has surpassed the 1,000-member milestone. This group of generous and committed donors continues to provide critical financial support for our student athletes and coaches, says Tennessee Athletics. Danny White comments, "What a tremendous milestone. I continue to be amazed at the generosity of our shareholders. Thank you, Vol Nation." To which one person replied, "We lost a series to Kent State."
Yeah, we did lose a series to Kent State.
"Thanks for effing up our great baseball team. I really despise you," says another user.
Yeah.
"I told you 2 years ago you should hire Kara Lawson," says Walter. "And being the genius you think you are, you hired the wrong person. When are you going to fire Caldwell? She ain't cut out for this damn job. You killed our baseball program." Oh, I can't even read this one. Jesus Christ. John Henderson Burner, he had quite a comment. "FU," says Vols all over, all y'all. Yeah, so Danny kept the comments on, and as he thanked our shareholders.
Does Danny White's approval rating, does it fluctuate with the Lady Vol wins and losses? Because I think for a lot of people, it does make them, like, a lot of people are just getting mad every time the Lady Vols lose, and they are getting mad at Danny White's because it's perceived that the women's basketball program is taking away resources from other places. Does every Lady Vol loss just make Danny, does it make his seat hotter?
Well, I think it hurts when you couple the Lady Vols losses with the baseball series losses to Kent State. I don't know. I think it's dumb to blame. The more I think about it, my personal opinion, I think it's dumb to blame Danny for Tony leaving. I think it's dumb.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about Tony. I just mean it does feel like Danny White is just right now closely attached to Kim Caldwell because he hired her, but also the women's basketball program is taking money away from other sports.
Well, and there ain't no doubt about it. They suck. I mean, they're not good.
They are historically bad.
They're terrible.
Which is crazy to say that this might be the worst Lady Vols team we've ever had because it doesn't feel accurate. But, like, it is at least right now bottom 3 compared to the rest of the country. Like, compared to their peers, I should say. Like,
well, wait till football goes 7-5.
Well, that's what I was kind of getting at. Is like, do we actually care about the women's basketball program being down and being mad at Danny White about that, or is it just attached because we're not also excited about football? If football was coming off of a good season or even had hype for the next season, would we be happy with Danny White? We know that's not the reality because the football team was 8-4 and there's not a lot of hype or a lot of promise for this upcoming season. So I think that's really what's weighing us down.
I think it's people's frustration that's like rolling over.
Yeah.
Like they're obviously, football runs the town, obviously. So you kind of have a disappointing football season, and then you're just kind of pissed off going into basketball season. That doesn't start, the hottest for men's basketball. So I think that starts to roll. Women's basketball obviously hasn't been what we wanted. So that just continues to snowball. Now baseball season started and you're off to a bad start and people are just like, is anything going right over here?
The absolute worst thing that could happen timing wise would be Rick Barnes to retire after this season.
Yeah. Especially if it is at the end of a not so great tournament run.
Well, even if it's a Sweet 16, like if he retired, then you pretty much pack it up.
Now, what
if you got your Final Four, though?
That'd be great.
And then you retire.
That'd be sweet.
I will say that I'm getting a little hope that the freshman class is good enough to maybe keep Rick Barnes around. There is some promise here with this program, with this freshman class, obviously excluding Nate Ament.
You don't think he has promise?
I don't think he's going to be in the long-term futures of long-term plan for the future.
Be cool if he was. If he just decided to play 4 years.
It would be really cool if he's like, hey, I love Rick Barnes.
I love college basketball.
I can make a pretty good living here.
I don't really want to go to the NBA. I just want to play for Tennessee.
What if he did just said, like, man, this draft class is way too good this year. I could get way better.
Well, that would be a pretty shrewd move by him.
I'd be cool with it.
There'd be
benefits to it.
Oh, for sure.
There'd be big risks, obviously, but
there'd be a big risk, but not really.
I think he could stand out a lot more in next year's class.
What's the big risk? Injury?
Yeah. I mean, that's just the only.
Sure.
I think that's always the risk.
But in college football, you have those quarterbacks taking out $100 million insurance policies. Football is much more dangerous, obviously, than basketball is in terms of long-term injuries. Now, if he tore his Achilles, that might be different. But like his ACL wouldn't even be that detrimental, honestly. Like Cooper Flagg came into this year as the number one pick, making $13.8 million. In 2027, that goes up to $14.5 million, then $15.2, and then his player option or his last year option in 2029 is $19.1 million. Who got drafted number 7 this year? Do you know off the top of your head? I mean, or 7 or 8 or just somewhere around there.
Probably some European.
Who?
Is that Knipple?
Knipple, was that him? No, he was number 4. Let's go with Jeremiah Fears, who went number 7 to the Pelicans. New Orleans Pelicans salary cap. Let me look at this and compare. Because I do think there is some long-term money here that could be.
You're just saying cash in on $4 million next year to come back type of, you're going to get a massive NIL offer to come back for a year.
You get a massive NIL offer
to that contract for 1 year.
Yeah. If I'm in his family, if I'm trying to do what's best for our long-term thing, like now I don't necessarily think this is an actual talking point, but I'm just saying logically, what I say, Cooper Flagg makes $13.2 million this year, $13.8 million. So let's add this up. 13.8 plus 14.5. What do you got?
That's like
28.3. Yeah, then add 15.2 to that.
That'd be 38.5.
Okay, let's just go with those 3 years. 38.5.
No, that's not right. It'd be 43.5.
43.5. Jeremiah Fears, the number 8 pick, 7.5 plus 8 plus 8.
That's 23.5.
So you look at that, there's a $20 million difference between being the number 1 pick and the number 7 pick. If you're Nate Ament,
I don't even know if he's going top 7 this year, too.
Possibly, yeah. That could be. I mean, and he might not go number 1 next year, too.
Right.
I don't really know what the class looks like next year. I just know this one's super, super loaded. But yeah, like if you're actually trying to be set up the best you can be, the higher you go in the draft is a pretty big difference, especially the difference between like number 1, number 2 versus like number 7, number 8. So when you combine that with being able to like stay in school and make $4 million in NIL money,
I feel like basketball is just like football, you obviously run the risk of like, man, you could get an injury that literally ends your career. Whereas like basketball, you don't see that often.
Well,
like you talked about Achilles, but that's a very one-off type of thing.
Also, to me, Sam, the thing about football is your goal as a football player, really the best you can hope for is to make it to a second contract.
Best you can hope for is to die in your sleep.
I'd like to get to a second NBA contract before dying, but sure, I don't want to be in pain when I die. I get that. But in the NFL, the goal is like make it to your second contract where you can make the $100 million. In the NBA, your goal is like make your third contract. But you're really set from the get-go, but like third's when you get like the whole $300, $400 million contract. Who cares if that comes in year 11 or year 10? You know what I mean? Like if you get there, or when you're 27 or 28, who cares as long as you get there? It's a lot different. The careers are longer.
Well, speaking of 27,
if I'm Nate, man, I'd be listening to that advice.
Speaking of 27, the Atlanta Braves and Chris Sale have agreed to a $27 million extension.
Okay.
He's one of the top pitchers in the game.
Did you see what the Braves are doing with their TV?
Mm-mm.
They are taking it old school, back like the TBS days, whenever, Ted Turner had his own TV channel and said, hey, we're all going to watch the Braves and everyone's going to like the Braves. They are taking control of their TV distribution, and they are going to have their own team-ran broadcast, Braves Vision, which they said they're going to try to get with cable companies. If you have Comcast, if you have Xfinity, whatever, Spectrum, they're going to try to get those cable carriers to carry them. But they're also going to offer just a streaming version. You can just pay them and be able to watch the team. No blackouts, ever, they say. Which, that's pretty good, because I feel like the Braves have been wrapped in this battle about TV, and a lot of these teams are trying to figure out what they're going to do.
I blacked out at the Braves Stadium.
That's true.
Well, in other news, a lot of news to read still. There's other things going on as well. Charles Bediako files an appeal with the Alabama Supreme Court to still try to play for Alabama. And a Kentucky man has had sexual relations with a dead deer. He was arrested. Hashtag Go Cats. Did you see this guy, the Kentucky man? Police say he had sexual relations with a dead deer.
2 people sent that to me saying it looks like as if we morphed Bubba and Cody into one person.
Okay, that's kind of rude.
And I was like, that's very rude. But also at the same time, I was kind of like, you know what? Multiple people said that to me.
Is it worse that the deer was dead, or is it better?
Worse.
Yeah, he adds necrophiliac to it.
Yeah, but at least the deer didn't have to experience it.
Then you can't use the meat no more.
I don't like this conversation. I thought you said you had news to get to.
Well, that was part of it.
Oh, that's what you're slowing me down for?
California Governor Gavin Newsom says the Democratic Party needs to be more, quote, culturally normal and focus less on things like pronouns. That's Newsom saying that.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty obvious, I think, to most people that live real life. But was he also the guy that was in the room full of black people and was like, I made a 960 on my SAT. I'm just like you. And you're like, wait a second, what?
Yep, that was him. That was Newsom.
How about Nick Sirianni when asked about A.J. Brown? Will A.J. be here next season? I think we're still in a spot like I can't guarantee how anything is going to play out into next season. I'm thinking I'm going to be the coach next season, but you can't guarantee anything past tomorrow.
Yeah, you never know.
So that sounds like A.J. Brown's not going to be with the Eagles. That was not a very glowing endorsement. Go out and get him. I'm so fascinated with the NFL free agency this offseason, because like they're saying Malik Willis is the number 1 free agent in the class. Malik bleeping Willis, and they're saying
he's going to be the Colts quarterback.
And they're saying that he's going to command over $35 million.
That's ridiculous.
And I just keep going back to when that little moron William Passon was making fun of the Titans about taking Cam Ward. Just wait till next year, bro. You got 1 quarterback in the draft in Fernando and Mendoza, and you got absolutely 0 free agents. 0 free agents. Malik Willis is the number 1 guy, and it looks like there's going to be a bidding war for him between Arizona and Miami. Now, Now, I feel like he's going to end up at Miami because his former coach is there. John Robinson's there, who drafted him. There's some familiarity there. Plus, it's Miami. I'd much rather live in Miami than Arizona.
I don't know.
I'd like to be in Miami. Arizona's a cool place.
Pretty good.
Arizona seems like a pretty cool place, but I'd take Miami.
I'd take the weather in either one, to be honest.
The no state income tax, all those things.
Both get really hot. Rivals recruiting expert Steve Wiltfong gives one program the early lead for elite running back David Gabriel Georges. And based on this graphic, it's either Tennessee or Ohio State.
He gives the edge to Ohio State, but I don't really care what he says about DGG. He leaned towards Ohio State the entire David Sanders recruitment, too, talking about how Ohio State was going to beat Tennessee for David Sanders.
Oh, did he?
And people close to Tennessee kept saying that was not the case, that Tennessee was in good shape, and, of course, that's what happened. They're still saying they're in good shape for DGG. We'll see. We gotta fight the fight over the next couple months for him, but I'm not freaking out about that just yet. I'm just saying Wilt Fong.
When I hear DG, I think of Dollar General.
I think of Downtown Grill and Brewery.
DGB.
Yeah, but just when I think of DG and then another letter, that's what I think.
I hear you.
Tuesday trivia coming up next. Stay locked in on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel by searching for Fan Run Sports.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work-hard, play-hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
you by Inward Half. Everyday comfort, unmatched performance. You can shop their men's collection at inwardhalf.com. Don't worry, they got something for the ladies too. And the kids. Favorites for the whole family. Check them out, inwardhalf.com. A little Tuesday trivia. Sam, what topics do we have today?
Today we have General, college towns.
Okay. That feels a little unfair after Cody had a Thursday night study session with Garrett about college towns. They played college town trivia for about 30 minutes on Thursday.
That we did.
90s NASCAR drivers.
Okay, that feels even more unfair. Did you come up with these topics?
I was sent most of this.
Yeah, so somebody's trying to set me up. Okay.
Movie quotes.
Oh, how about now?
Because Cody never watches movies.
Yeah. Everybody knows you're a movie guy.
And I made this one. It's called Silver.
In honor of Canada.
Okay. Oh, nice shot. I won last time,
No,
so
you
I'll
didn't.
go first.
Nope, that's not true. You lost last time. I won. I'll go first. Give me college towns for 3.
College towns for 3.
Jerk.
Kansas State.
Manhattan.
That's crazy.
Correct.
That's ridiculous. 90s NASCAR drivers for 3.
90s NASCAR drivers for 3. The number 31 Lowe's car.
Mike Skinner.
Mike Skinner's correct.
You wouldn't have got that.
No, I wouldn't have gotten that. No, I wouldn't have. No, I wouldn't have.
Richard Childress Racing, teammate of Dale Earnhardt.
Give me. I'll take movie quotes for 3.
I knows you think I's a powerful man, but the darkness scares me.
And I just have to get the movie?
Yeah.
I'll go with The Green Mile.
Correct.
It's a little insensitive. Let's go college towns for 4.
Boston College.
Almost went college towns for 4. I'm glad I didn't.
Boston College.
Here's where he delays and waits for somebody to text him.
That's not what's happening.
John's looking at those notifications.
Look away. You know, it's funny because this was one that came up on Thursday. And I don't remember it at all. Westchester.
Chestnut Hill.
I had chest in there.
Mm-hmm.
You did. Give me General for 3.
General for 3. In the show I Love Lucy, Ricky Ricardo was portrayed by which actor?
Oh, man, this is something you should know.
Yeah, it's really easy.
Yeah, it is. This has slipped my mind. This is something you've heard many times. Ricky Ricardo.
5 seconds.
Okay, if that's how you want to play. Next time when I was being nice to you, if that's how you want to play.
2 seconds.
Manny. I don't know. Is it Man? I feel like it's Manny something. Go ahead. I don't know.
Manny Diaz.
Desi Arnaz.
Desi Arnaz. I've heard that a million times. Damn it. That's a bad miss.
90s NASCAR drivers for 4.
90s NASCAR drivers for 4. Who drove the number 8 Circuit City car?
Okay, that's really hard.
$10 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ned Jarrett.
Hut Strickland.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I knew that one.
Yeah.
Give me silver for 3.
Bet you did.
Silver for 3. Which children's writer and cartoonist is known for the Giving Tree?
4 seconds.
So what's the silver thing here? Is her name going to be silver, or is it a silver award winning book? Like, what the hell? Where does silver come from in this?
That's pretty clever, Sam.
2 seconds.
I'm not letting you bully me. I don't know.
I know.
Shel Silverstein.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I see where the silver came from.
That's what I was going to say. General for 4.
General for 4. Who was the first American to go into space?
Really?
I know what you're trying to do.
That's a 4-pointer.
You're saying I'm going to say Neil Armstrong because he went on the moon. But you're trying to trick me.
No, I'm not trying to trick you. It's the easiest 4-pointer I've ever had. 5 seconds.
I mean, I'm going to say Neil Armstrong. Like, the only other name I know is Sally Ride. So I'm going to say Sally Ride just because there's no way it's Neil Armstrong.
You thought a woman? You think a woman was our first person in space?
I don't know.
Alan Shepard.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have gotten it.
I'm sticking up for women. That was insensitive, John.
It's not about me, Bubba. I'm doing a job of the women. I'm doing what the women want. I'm holding the mirror up to us society. We would never put a woman in there first.
This trivia round is already so dumb.
Alan Shepard. Jesus Christ. All right, give me give me NASCAR drivers for 5.
John, who drove the number 7 Phillips car?
Dale Jarrett.
Jeff Bodine.
Oh, okay.
NASCAR drivers for 2.
The driver of the number 22 Cat car.
Virginia's finest, Ward Burton.
Ward Burton.
Give me movie quotes for 2.
You talking to me?
Taxi. ... driver.
Real ones will remember that one. Okay, 8 to 5. So I'm going to have to get a 4-pointer. Let's go college towns for 2.
Michigan State.
East Lansing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is so stupid.
1,
I hate this
2,
trivia.
3, 4, 5.
Just because he got to go first is why he's winning. This is a prototypical example of that.
Nice little box out, too, on the NASCAR 5 question there.
Yeah, thank you.
I wouldn't have got it. Doesn't matter.
Give me general for 2.
Don't miss.
I know.
What is the capital of Canada?
Oh, no.
Don't miss.
Oh, no. Oh, no. This might be one I miss. Matter of fact, I would bet on me to miss this if I'm putting live odds out there.
There's only so many cities.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't help me. Oh, no. I just thought of a new one, too. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm down between two. Montreal.
Ottawa.
Oh, that wasn't what I was thinking. Jesus Christ.
Okay, doors open.
Oh, no.
The only path to silver I can see. I don't know if I want to take the path to silver, seeing as there's only two of us playing.
What a choke job.
But it's the only 2-pointer left.
I should have just done movies for 4. I knew that was going to happen.
Silver for 2.
Oh, God.
Just know, audience, I could tie it up here with NASCAR for 1, but I'm going for the win for you.
Oh, God. The audience would prefer a tiebreaker.
Storybook ending here. What is the 1977 Fleetwood Mac song with the line, "Baby, I don't want to know"?
Silver Springs.
Silver Springs.
Son of a gun. What was movie quotes for 4?
Movie quotes for 4. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Oh, my God. Oh, I should have went for the kill. It's what I get for being a coward.
You tried to beat me with defense.
No, I didn't. I tried to beat you by going with 2, making you get a 4, but that was bad strategy. I've stumbled on enough 2-point general questions now that I should know better.
It would have worked had you gotten the 2. What would I have
You
done?
might have gotten silver for 4. It was bad strategy.
What was silver for 4? That's probably where I would have went.
What year did Adam Silver become commissioner of the NBA?
1996.
That was what? That was silver for 4?
Yeah.
Was not 1996.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know when I would have guessed, though. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Casablanca, right?
Sorry, what'd you just say?
Was it Casablanca, the movie? The 4-pointer?
Gone with the Wind.
Oh, so I would have missed that. Goodness. Never mind. We'll always have Paris, I guess, was Casablanca. I'm glad I didn't get that. That'd have been tough. That's a classic. Adam Silver took over. Would that have been 2014?
Yep. 2014.
Nice.
I'm glad I didn't choke on the movies, even though I just got egg all over my face for missing it anyways.
It's good to be back in the winner's circle.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a really frustrating trivia because I kept going back to that very first question. I was like, when you get the 3-point lead.
Yeah, credit to you.
What was College Towns for 5?
Credit to you for pulling that one out.
Illinois State.
Springfield.
Normal, Illinois.
Normal
Illinois.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have got anywhere close to that.
I've never actually watched Going with the Wind.
Have any of y'all seen the movie Silver Streak?
No.
Okay, I didn't really.
I've seen Blue Streak.
Yeah. That was a 5-pointer.
I've seen Brown Streak.
It has Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor in it, which
Okay.
I don't know old movies, but like I know those 2 names. So I was hoping that wasn't like a very easy 5-pointer.
What was the question about it? What movie starred
Yeah,
them?
what's the 1976 comedy thriller murder mystery on a train starring Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor?
Okay. What was movie quotes for 5?
Oh, you have a window, and why shouldn't you? You've been here 10 minutes.
Borat.
You have a window. So that's I feel like that's about office life, right? Would that be about office life? You have a window like in the office, like a window office? You should have a window.
That's probably Office Space.
I don't think it's Office Space. Is it Office Space? No, it's not Office Space. But I'm thinking that it would be like a workplace movie. Oh, you have a window. Of course you do. You've been here, Tim. I feel like I've seen this recently. What is it?
Tommy Boy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I feel like movie quotes are kind of hard when you don't get them in like the cadence of the actual quote,
I mean, when you did give me the cadence for Green Mile, I mean, that did help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little problematic, but yes.
I was just reading the quote. I don't know if you have a David Spade cadence or not, but okay, well, I'll take the L. I got no excuses for that one.
Shout out to Mike Skinner and Ward Burton.
And no complaints. Oh, wait, actually, I do have a complaint. Yeah, 90s NASCAR. He's been begging for 90s NASCAR trivia.
I only knew 2 of the 4.
Yeah, but it cost me to go 5. That was bad strategy, Tush.
Well, I would have gotten that Shell Silverstein because the hint was on a T.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was kind of worried that was going to be an easy 3.
It probably would have been to a normal person.
Would you have gotten Hut Strickland if he was in the 23 Circuit City?
I don't remember who that is.
Okay. I honestly don't know.
I needed Bubba's help to redo some of the driver.
Honestly, authors or something that I should be way better. I don't know any authors other than like R.L. Stein. He wrote Goosebumps, and I know Stephen King.
Harper Lee.
I only know that just because it's been beaten in our heads.
Louis Sakar, Holes.
That was exactly my thinking last week.
Sideways Source from Wayside School.
I wouldn't have gotten Holes. I have no clue who wrote Holes. Who was it?
Louis Sakar.
I know Louis L'Amour. He wrote like American, like American Frontier type of books. I know that.
Jules Verne wrote 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Is it Lisa Shelley? Is that her name? Lisa Shelley wrote Frankenstein. Is that right? I think I know that just from another.
I think I've realized in the last 30 seconds I don't know a single author.
Mary Shelley.
You don't know a single author?
Is it Mary Shelley? Mary Shelley, I believe. Not
who
Lisa
wrote
Shelley.
The Old Man in the Sea?
Was that Hemingway?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know that one. Moby Dick. Who wrote Moby Dick? Herman Melville. Okay, I got that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again,
Should this be a category?
Goosebumps, R.L. Stein.
Famous authors.
Harry Potter.
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. Yeah, I got
Lord of the
one.
Rings. That was J.R.R.
Tolkien or whatever.
Yeah.
I know that one.
I used to read a series of unfortunate events with Lemony Snicket. I read that one a lot.
I remember Lemony Snicket.
I loved those books.
The Boxcar Children. Did you ever read those?
I never read those. Were those kids homeless? Was that the idea of the Boxcar Children? They just run around on boxcars?
I think so.
I never understood what that was about.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked them when I was a kid, but I didn't really know what it was about either.
Who wrote the Scarlet Letter? I feel like that's something I should know. Who wrote that?
Beauty School Dropout.
You remember Hatchet? Remember that book?
Yeah, but I don't think I ever actually read it. That was when they tried to make me read when I first moved to the city schools. Like, I'm not reading this. I'm good.
Gary.
Scarlet Letter. That should be one I know, though. Who wrote that?
Indiana?
Okay.
Paulson.
Gary Paulson.
Yeah, I got to get better at authors.
Nathaniel Hawthorne wrote the Scarlet Letter.
That's right. I need to get better at authors. I need to get better at planets. I got to get to work. I got to get to work before next trivia.
I haven't dipped into a science category ever since making trivia.
I appreciate it because I don't know anything about science.
I figure we'll leave that one aside.
Yeah. All right, last call on the other side.
Here at Fan Run Radio, we're not just some podcaster streaming from his mother's basement, but we're also not a bunch of mouthpieces on state-run radio telling you what we've been told to say. We're the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Hey, it's Russell Smith here for ECR Total Landscapes. I had the ECR crew out to my house last year to remove multiple trees on my property, and I couldn't be more satisfied with the work they did. Not only did they cut down several trees that were too close to my house, they also grinded the stumps and cleaned up the work site, leaving my yard looking better than before. Take it from me. If you've got a dangerous, overgrown, or storm-damaged tree that's threatening your home, your car, or your family, don't risk it. Do what I did. Call ECR Total Landscapes for a free estimate. Tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. 865-384-2012. That's 865-384-2012. Your local tree cutting experts. These guys get the job done. Check out their website, ECRTotalLandscapes.com.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah, they specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything: sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
That's pretty embarrassing to not know the capital of Canada, but I gotta be honest, Ottawa wasn't even my second choice, so what are you gonna do?
We've heard that before,
yeah,
but I didn't know it either.
Yeah,
I don't remember
I won't forget it again.
Well, that's the hope, is that we learn.
Yeah.
Hopefully we both remember now that Ottawa is the capital of Canada in case it comes up again in
I
6
won't
months.
forget it again. I will say all I remembered from the past time we had it is that it's not Toronto.
I knew it wasn't Toronto, but
Yeah.
I think I would have said Montreal too.
I knew it wasn't Toronto, and I could rule out Quebec because I was like, that's the French
Montreal
part.
is in Quebec.
Oh,
Right?
well, never mind. I guess I don't know anything about Canada, man, other than Bret Hart is from Calgary, Alberta. That's all I remember.
There's
And the
also,
Raptors are in Toronto. That's all I got.
There's also Edmonton, Alberta.
I've heard of Manitoba. I know Manitoba, but I
Winnipeg.
don't know anything about Manitoba. It is crazy. I don't know anything about Canada.
Calgary, Alberta.
Or Mexico.
Winnipeg.
They're our neighbors.
Vancouver. You think you could list more Canadian cities or more Mexican cities?
It's embarrassing the number that I would do of both.
Do you want to know more?
Do I want to know more about
Do you want to know more about Canada?
Not really.
I don't really want to.
I bet it's kind of nice.
There was a cute girl back in 2015 that I met in Nashville before the Bowling Green game.
I've met a lot.
She's from Toronto. Like, she was cool. I liked her group. They was like, oh, come up. I got a boy, Ben. He lives in Canada. He lives in Toronto. That's all I know.
I've met a lot of people from Canada.
Drake.
Canada. And they're basically just like us.
I don't like hockey. They're not very good at it right now, but I mean, I don't even like hockey. I got no use for Canada.
Sport, it's ours.
Steve Nash, he kind of ruined he kind of ruined the NBA MVP voting. Really, Steve Nash did.
The band
SGA, nobody,
I don't really vibe with him either.
Yep,
gotta love the band though. Levon Helm and the boys. CCR,
Poutine.
Before Russell tells you guys all today that there will be a voluntary reaction, please note I am not coming in here at 11:30 tonight to do the voluntary reaction after the Missouri game. So despite what he might tell you today, do not plan on me being here. I don't want any tweets at 11:30. Are you no VR tonight? No, I got an 8 a.m. radio show. There'll be no VR.
Russ said you'd be here
at 11:30. It's not happening, so don't ask me. Tennessee versus Missouri.
John Reed will be hosting the voluntary reaction tonight.
I will not be.
It'll run as soon as the game concludes.
Not happening. Because Sam's already told me the game's going to go till 11:23. So I ain't going to be here.
I'm going to say 11:22.
I'll say 11:24.
Actually, I want to say 11:18.
Okay. That's your prerogative.
What's your guess, Bubba?
$1.
11 o'clock on the dot.
Let's go. He bet $1. What did we miss so far today, Bubba?
We got Kirko change. Kirk Cousins being released on March 11th. We've got the UFL making changes, a.k.a. no push, 4-point field goal, 2-point conversion, same yard line as NFL, and 1 foot in bounds for a catch.
Breathe for a second. Do we think Kirk Cousins gets a job? Or is his career over?
Welcome to Indianapolis, brother.
It would suck to not have a quarterback in the NFL.
Cannot relate. Shout out to Big Cam Ward. I don't know if we talked about it yesterday, Sam, but reports are he'll be throwing in March. He'll be throwing the football. Yep. That body heals when you're young, boys. When you're an elite athlete, that body heals. And they were worried he wasn't going to be able to throw basically all the damn offseason. But here he is. He's going to be throwing in March, ready to go. AC joint is healed. Do we think Kirk Cousins gets a job?
Yes.
Were you being serious with the Colts?
Yes, we're going to trade Anthony Richardson and pick up somebody as a backup.
So bringing Kirk as a backup, Kirk and Daniel Jones? Okay, I can see that. I think he'll get a job as a backup. I don't think he'll get a job as a starter. If you're him, like
he should retire.
Yeah, if you're him, he made a lot of
all of his money guaranteed in his life, right? Like, isn't every single one of his contracts been guaranteed?
Yeah. I mean, he's made it. He's made it to the end of them too.
You know, he'd be a really good like TV guy too.
Probably.
If only he played for the Cowboys.
He played good enough down in the second half of the season, though, to maybe think he still has something left in the tank. I don't think he does, but
hang those shoulder pads up. Take those hip pads out of your pants.
It'd be really funny to me if the Raiders signed him to come mentor Mendoza, because I feel like Mendoza's just a mini Kirk Cousins.
What if we bring him back to the Vikings?
Come on, 9.
It's probably not going to help. Yeah, JJ McCarthy, because people are probably going to be like, "Hey, we got to bench him for
give
Kirk."
up on him.
Yeah, you think they have? You don't think he'll be the starter next year going into the season?
I mean, if they want to continue to lose football games,
I just don't see what they're going to do this offseason to upgrade the position. Like we said, there's nobody out there. So I think
Murray.
Man, is Kyler Murray better than JJ McCarthy? I mean, he is, but like in terms of just pulling the plug on that investment and having to pay Kyler Murray to come, like, would you rather do that? I mean, maybe you would, and maybe Kyler Murray would be good with those weapons, with that offense.
Kyler Murray, good.
He's better than JJ McCarthy.
I don't know. Life's hard when you ain't got no quarterback.
Can't relate. Do you think JJ McCarthy will still be starting in Minnesota?
Well, I tried to tell you back in August that McCarthy wasn't going to be worth a damn.
Well, I know.
Y'all said, "Oh, Minnesota don't need a quarterback. It's Kevin O'Connell. He's the second coming."
I did say that.
Bill Parcells.
I was wrong, just like I was wrong about the capital of Canada. Yeah, I know.
Vikings going to be like 85 Bears this year.
At least I didn't deep throat the lid of my coffee. I got that going for me.
I did not deep throat, as you say, the lid.
Speaking of deep throats, Lou Evans on The Bachelorette.
How about that? He did shoot a lot of balls from deep. He was a good three-point shooter, or at least had the ability to shoot a couple threes. I once danced with him. Not with him. We were next to each other at the Cube back in college.
Who's deep throating now?
Lou. It was me, him, Dane Bradshaw, and some Lady Vols. We were only like 7 people in the Cube that night.
Why were you with them?
I wasn't with them. We were just next to each other because there's only like 8 people in the whole place. 7 people.
You danced with Dane Bradshaw at the Cube?
Again, with is not the right. I should not have said with, because that implies we were dancing like with each other. We were dancing near each other.
Can you make a poster next game you go to that Dane Bradshaw is calling? I danced with Dane Bradshaw at the Cube.
He's not going to remember. It was a very forgetful night. He's not good. It was memorable for me because my friend that I was with absolutely hated Dane Bradshaw and hated watching him play basketball and would talk so much trash about him. And then finally we were there side by side. I was like, go ahead, tell him how much you hate him. Tell him. He's like, stop it. Stop it.
He's probably bigger in person, isn't he?
The friend I was a pretty big old boy too, but yeah, I mean,
you saying he could have whooped Dane Bradshaw?
I'm not saying he could have whooped him because my friend was big. He was a big steroid guy, but he couldn't fight. So I don't know who would have won.
You were friends with someone who did steroids?
Yeah.
You
too now.
That wasn't me. I wasn't there.
No.
I didn't dance with Dane Bradshaw and the Lady Vols and Lou.
How about Lou Evans, though, on The Bachelor? What do we think about it? She is a Mormon girl. He's from Salt Lake City. He's getting his chance to find love.
Is he Mormon?
I can't say for certain he is, but he's from Salt Lake City. So, like, I feel like if you're from Salt Lake City, there's a greater than not chance.
A sprinkle of it at least.
Yeah, like there's a greater than not chance that you are. I don't remember for sure if he was when he was here.
Shout out to the Mormon wives out there.
Well, this girl is off the Mormon Wives, right? She's off the Mormon Girlfriend show or whatever, I think.
I don't know.
I believe she is. I believe she's looking for love on The Bachelor now. Will you watch Lou Evans? Do you even remember Lou Evans at all?
I can't think of anything less interesting to me personally.
You could have some date ideas.
That is true.
Idea number one, soaking.
Every now and then they make them do like sports challenges. If they play basketball, he might have a leg up there. He's not going to win. He looked pretty, I don't want to say goofy. He didn't look goofy, but he just didn't look handsome enough. He looks like a regular guy in his picture I saw.
Maybe that's what she wants.
Maybe you're right, Bo. I'm going to guess there's going to be somebody there with like one of those young boy haircuts that's going to woo her.
And speaking of bachelorettes, Rakia Jackson. That's all.
Rakia Jackson what?
Brother Rakia Jackson.
Oh, you're just making a joke about her recent relationship that ended?
No, like Sam showed me a picture and Rakia Jackson.
Oh, she's posting thirst traps now? She got her man locked up. Now she's posting.
She was looking good for the Unrivaled League.
She's an attractive girl. Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao 2 officially happening. That's sad, man.
Yeah.
That's sad.
That doesn't hit like it did in 2012.
It didn't really hit that good in it wasn't 2012. Well, I guess you maybe wanted to fight in 2012.
It was somewhere in there.
It was 2015 by the time they actually fought.
Oh, okay.
3 years past the prime. Now I guess they're going to do it, 11 years later? I will say it's kind of cool they're doing it inside the Sphere in Vegas. I'm interested in that.
Sphere.
I want to see what that looks like.
It looks like a sphere.
Well, yeah, you've never been in there, though. You don't really understand the dynamic of it.
No, but I did stare at it. I stayed in the hotel that looked over at the Sphere.
Yeah, but you've never been inside.
It was pretty creepy looking out my window on drugs and seeing the Minions 2 staring up at me with those eyeballs.
What hotel?
The Palazzo at the Venetian. Our room overlooked the Sphere.
That is sad. Floyd needs money, I guess. That's what 50 Cent was saying. Said Floyd needs money.
How?
He says you get the money, you spend it, you get
How could
fight.
he have spent all that money?
You know, when you get used to $100 million coming in every year, I guess you spend it. I don't know. Then the money quits coming in. The Tony Basilio Show coming up next. Stay locked in on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fan Run Radio.